Welcome people, welcome back to the channel. And it's your boy King again, back in the building again. And tonight we're there with another hot take Tuesdays. Call one of the strikers edition. We're looking at the strikers that are hot and that are not. So we're gonna see who's gonna make it and who is not. We're gonna have a reason about that. So we're gonna see who the people them say should be a part of the squad. And as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, man like Wana Brown, in my opinion, I think Wana Brown is the man in charge of the number 9 spot. But you have a few candidates where we can't left them out. So we're going to take a look at who should be starting as a number 9 and who should not. Because we have a few forwards where this week we get we are going a lot of good stuff. We have a few people from injury. We're coming back. We have a few forward where I score some goal. We're going to try show them there. As a man like Trevante Stewart must not be forgotten. Man like Stewart, because Stewart are my boy. Man like Corey Bennett. We're going to take a look at all of those because Corey Bennett are my boy as well. And we want to know what them are going with. So that one here, the strikers edition off at Take Tuesdays, and people who don't know once join in, want to do the right thing by liking the show, and again in the comment section, give me your take. So we're gonna start with a thing named who should be the starting centre forward, and in my opinion, that one is supposed to be easy because that one is supposed to be the man with the jersey right now, in my opinion, supposed to be Wana Brown. So there's no two way about it, in my opinion. Wana Brown is the man in charge of the jersey. Anybody want be a centre forward for Jamaica, them have to take away or try to take away Wana Brown game. Because in my opinion, Wana Brown is the man with the jersey. If you don't agree, let me know. If you don't agree, we could have a discussion now. Big up yourself, Johnny Powell. I check in. Big up yourself, Biro Golden. I check in. Big up. Yeah, people want to check in, do the right thing, and smash the like button. You don't know that's not something where I keep on remembering to say. But yeah, who should be the starting centre forward? Let's start right there. In my opinion, it is Wana Brown. Let's see who object Wana Brown. And in all fairness, Wana Brown is a striker that's playing in the Jamaica Premier League, and I'm gonna say this, people. I have my eyes on a few strikers from the Jamaica Premier League. So not just Wana Brown. And that's not to say that just because Wana Brown come from the Jamaica Premier League, it is the reason why I think say we should use other strikers from the Jamaica Premier League. But you see me, from ever since me I play football, one thing I learn. I can't even go on a story. Go on a story when I never go on yet. So me play Manning Cup for Excels, alright? Now playing a bag of Manning Cup. Play a lot of games from the bench. However, 2 pre-seasons when I play, I was leading goal scorers in them pre-season. I know pre-seasons game not count, right? One pre-season where I play against St. George's. I'm score against St. George. I'm start that game. I'm score against George's in like 10 minutes. My boss George's net. 10, no more than 15 minutes. My boss George's net. I celebrate. You see, by about 15 minutes in, Aliman, legend Aliman, Liebert Aliman, take me off and say, yo, go run! Tell me for run around the field in a while, the match I go on now, bro. Embarrassing stuff. So imagine you just score. Next minute, next 5 minutes, you get taken off. Them time, I'm not have a clue I'm the wrong. And I like the man take me off and say, yo, this year the wrong. You see me? Afterwards, the man I tell me, say, you feel your star, you just score. You stop press. All right, fine. In them time, I'm not even understand like what me really are doing. I say this. It's when me I run past Never Bell say, youth, for the Georges. And me I say, I think I joke Neville make. Me run past again, cause laps me I do, I'm buying a match I play now, and me had the laps around the field. Embarrassing stuff. Run past the man say, you wanna joke me and make forward a Georges, cause a 6-4 me a go in at them time. I never need to sit out a year. Me a run past again. The man send him assistant over there at the time. Man say, yo, Georges training. Like it was a Monday. I think that was a Saturday match. The man say, Georges training Monday. And then give me the time. Me I say, what? Them man are serious. Anyways, long story short. Monday forward, I'm not go training at Excelsior. I say, Georges me I go. Only for take the JUTC. Say me I come off of North Street and think twice about it. Never come off of the bus, never go Georges training. Tuesday, the same thing. When I go Excelsior training, I go Georges training. Only if you end up, go back at Excelsior training and you know the rest again. Bare bench appearance for that season there again. And I'm like, yo, looking back at it in hindsight, that was a terrible decision I make for no go Georges, irrespective. Because Never Bell, the last time I ran past Never Bell, this is what Never Bell said. The man said, Never Bell said, youth, you see a goal scorer, and I not consider myself as a goal scorer, but I guess him see something. So I just bust them net and get sub. So I say, youth, you see what one coach see now, the next coach done. The man say, you see a goal scorer always will get game time. So I see at them time, I know the man serious, bro. I say, Jaja, biggest mistake I ever make is not going to Georges and staying at Excelsior. I rub some bench there, see boy. I rub some bench there. So yeah, that is the story for start the show at Take Tuesdays. We are talking about the forward them. Once you score as a forward, I tell you, it's hard for you not to get game. So I say this for say the man in charge of the jersey right now is man Wana Brown. And the thing what impressed me the most about Wana Brown is that Wana Brown get him chance and he make all people from the JPL proud. All people from the JPL. Because Wana Brown get him chance and him grab it with both hands, score a goal in his second appearance, and him come back in the league and him pick up from where he left off. Leading goal scorer, never stop score. However, and Wana Brown alone in the league, as me I tell you, where me believe a hot striker, where me believe can get a look in, where me believe say can get in and around the team. Not Wana Brown alone. So we're gonna take a look at them. We're gonna have a discussion and tell me what I think. Because some strikers, people forget about some striker, So we're look what them there. We're gonna look who can get a look in, who can start, who can bench, and who can enter the squad. Big up yourself, Newton thing. Big up yourself, Bureau Golden. So Shamar Nicholson get bench king. What? Rima Jesus. Last time I see Rima Jesus in the people. See Rima Jesus. A Barbican. And the baller say, yo, I work on him fitness because I didn't know. I didn't know that Shamar is in off season right now. So it look like the Mexican League is it like it done. I think a playoffs time now in the Mexican League. I never know them thing. So I don't know when Mexican League I start back. But Shamar game, Bureau Golden Shamar game, it look like it's a next Rima man. Well, it's a next man from Jungle of the spot. So Shamar, if we go try to take back the game from Wana Brown, that's my opinion. I Wana Brown at the starting center forward right now. And Shamar, what about the starting spot there? Bowser, if we go forward, good. Can't see out. Shamar get the starting spot there from Wana Brown right now. So Bureau Golden, that one they kind of tricky. Is him, Serrano Mackenzie, bless up always. Big up on yourself, people. We are load the scheme and do the right thing, people. I could just smash the likes on the video. I'm not even stop. You know I'm not stop for see how much likes on the video, but I'm just do the right thing. But Shamar Nicholson, boy, I could start. I could bring out the first striker. I could bring out the man we're in charge of the number 9 jersey, in my opinion. And the man who in charge of the number 9 jersey, the hottest striker right now as a reggae boy is the man himself, Magic Wana Brown. There's no 2 ways about it, people. No two ways about it. Wana Brown is the informed striker. Wana Brown is the striker way in charge of that number 9 jersey. And I think you have to come good right now for get Wana Brown out of the number 9 there. Newton thinks about a wash up, bro. I nah say I'm wash up, because even though last night what name? What the park name? On Liberty Park. How did they yesterday? We did up a Barbican. And to me, the ball look sharp. Yeah, I'm not going on a tackle. Nobody not really tackle him, but him look sharp and him look like him a work on him fitness. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying Bowser wash up. We can't take away. I can take a look at him numbers. You can see where I'm going with. But for me, Bowser have a lot of credit in the bank. I know say that credit in the bank something and people like I say, yo, King man, I have to start live off of credit. Man, I have to start live off of credit. Credit I can run out. Man, I must fire soldier in the show and tell me about who for credit done. You see me? But I think Shamar Nicholson have a lot of credit in the bank. You see me? So Shamar Nicholson, in my opinion, we know what him can do, we know what him give to the team. I don't remember which coach did actually say that. A coach came out and said, them know what Shamar gives to the team. So, in my opinion, even though Wana Brown are the man in charge of the number 9 jersey, I'm not going to say Bowser wash up. I'm going to say Bowser need to find somewhere where he play. So, this is Wana Brown at the moment, right? So Wana Brown is the leading goal scorer in the Jamaica Premier League with Arnett Gardens, and at the moment Arnett Gardens is trying to be in second place. They might try to qualify for the playoffs by coming second. So people the last round of games in the JPL are gonna be something else. Yeah, we know say today we hear Fabrizio himself. Man like Bam Sports, big up himself. I say something in the pipeline, and I guess by tomorrow we're going to hear what go on. But with that said, Magic Wana Brown upon 21 goals, right? Arnett Gardens. With Jalmar Calvin second place at 19. Rhyme Edwards is also another good attacking player. That's on 13. Andre Fletcher to me, people, is another forward with me like. Andre Fletcher, one of the forward them with me like. He's a left-footed forward from Waterhouse. He's at a good age, 26-year-old. Another forward with me like as well. Shaquille Bradford, another attacker that with me like as well. So the Ryan Edwards them, I think there's enough people where they in and around the leading goal scorers for JPL this season, where I think them can get a look in if players go injured. Shanil Thomas again, Chupi, another player with me like. But yeah, the man in charge of the jersey right now is none other than Magic Wana Brown. And Wana Brown so far for the season of 21 goals is Arnett Gardens team is currently on 73 points, right? 2 points below Montego Bay United. So it's going down to the final day. Tivoli Gardens, who needs to win, will be playing against Mobay. So if Tivoli beat Mobay and Arnett beat Harbourview, Arnett are qualifying a second place. So Wana Brown, Magic Wana Brown are going to have everything for play final the last day. You see me? Even though this is him not in the squad, the last squad, so I'm not sure if he's injured or what. But in my opinion, there's a whole lot of strikers in the league. Whole lot of hot strikers in the league. So I don't Wana Brown alone. Wana Brown is currently the man with the jersey, but he's not the only hot striker in the league. But we're going to move on. We'll just start right there. So with Wana Brown, want to tell me who else from the league want to think can be in and around the squad. Talk to me people in the comment section. And we have a few guests, we're going to add them. We're going to add the guests them. You don't know. The legend is in the building, man, like Nikada Media.
Bless up. That story that Ash with Ali, man. Come like every baller with Irish striker will play with Ali, man, have that story.
Bro, Bro,
That story
I'm
the
so
Ash.
ashamed, bro. And that not even that alone, cause I'm not telling the story, I'm get double sub. But if you don't have a double sub story, you know, play on the Liebert Aliman. So one next day I'm telling about the double sub story, people. But that one, let me tell you, not even 5 minutes after I'm scoring, bro.
Yeah.
Run! I run feel like run feel for 90 minutes to bro. Okay, I have to run feel till the match done bro. Tell us
Yeah.
it. Yo, I said go. But yeah, as it relates to the JPL strikers them, cause we have to start this because Wana Brown and the man with the jersey right now. And the fact say I'm playing at the JPL make me have to take a look at a few more
Yeah.
players in the JPL. Other than Wana Brown, in your opinion, give me one striker away what you would like from the JPL other than Wana Brown.
None.
None.
None. None. No.
Yeah,
I
the
respect.
harsh reality.
I
Blatantly
respect.
none.
I respect all of the number nines in the league. You know, you said Choppy. I respect him, but I just feel like Warner Brown are the one that really, you know, they're on a pedestal. Where, yeah, remember. Yeah, I don't know if you listened to the interview that he recently done on the JFF thing. You know,
I'm avid for listening. I told you
he's
that
he's a,
drop.
I think it was maybe yesterday. I think, you know, he's a journey player. You know, been through the blocks overseas, but when you look at the quality and look at what he can bring to the national team at this level, it just seems like that player, you know, I like the flavor of his game. You understand? And what he have done at Savannah Park, you just cannot take it away. You know, the
Yeah.
tempo. You know, it's not easy to start a game. Remember, it was a crucial game. It's a must-win game, and he scored the first goal of that game. You understand? He
Yeah.
set the tone of the game. So Choppy, um, Choppy. You see the number 9 in this season. It's kind of poor, you know. This season, it's really kind of poor a little bit. You remember when Trevante, Colin Anderson, you know, was, you know, those players at 2 seasons back when Colin Anderson scored 18 goal. You know, Trevante Stewart scored 15 goal. I think Fabian Reed was up there as well, you know, right in the mix. But those two young players at the time, 2 seasons back in the JPL, Trevante and Colin for Cavalier. You know, maybe if they could have get the opportunity there, you understand, they could have reached that stage of Wana Brown there, but it's all about opportunity. But for now, we just think Wana Brown are the man, and that's what we are sticking it right now. And if anybody want to prove us wrong as a fans, well, we're willing to give anyone else credit. But for now, it's Wana Brown.
Yeah, but the truth is, remember that season, because I'm glad they bring back that season. I'm gonna look back on it as well. I bring it back
Yeah,
up right now, because that season was one season where I'm locked into the JPL. Personally, I was locked in. These are the
yeah.
seasons where let me see if I
2022,
can find it.
I think
2020 are the season before this. So
2022, 2023.
22, 23. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
season here right here. So here's the thing about that season here. I was very locked into the season, right? I think the leading goal scorer was Colin Anderson. And if memory
yeah,
serves
you're
me
right.
right, both Colin Anderson and Trevante got the moves off the back of that season there. But
Yeah,
also, if memory serves me right, Colin Anderson, see there, Colin Anderson was the leading goal scorer with 18 goals, as I said. Um, But hold on there. I think the playoffs also have to take into consideration. I'm going to say after the playoffs. So after the playoffs, Colin Anderson, leading goal scorer, 21 goals, and Trevante came second with 18 goals that season. But remember, Trevante got a call up to the national team after the back of the season, because I remember
yeah.
the game where Trevante played. I think it was Canada in at the national stadium. I think at the Sonat game. Remember the Sonat game there?
He got what you got,
Where
the
the
double
game they
sub.
got. Eh?
He got what the same thing Aleman gave to you, the double sub.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a double something that game for tune. I'm not even remember for real. Because honestly, I was rooting for the ball at the time, but he had a really poor game that game. And from
Yeah,
then, after that, he was dropped from the team with the whole thing with Bailey and missing what curfew or missing the bus. So and from then we
I
don't
think it
see
was
him.
curfew of going out. I think it was curfew. But Bailey played though. But Bailey played. Remember, Bailey got opportunity, but that's something happened after, you know, the curfew where, you know, they said a couple players went out and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the point is Trevante got his the same thing where Wana Brown get now. Trevante got the opportunity off the back of the season because while Colin Anderson was the one who was the leading goal scorer, Colin Anderson didn't actually get the chance to. I don't remember Colin Anderson getting a chance to play for the Reggae Boys off the back of the season. And Mount Pleasant did win the final. So for me, I was rooting for him for say, all right then. Trevante at the forward actually the one who win the final. So I understand when Trevante made the team. But getting the opportunity and not making use of the opportunity are two things. You see me? So, and that is why I tip my hat off. See that? Tip my hat off to Wana Brown for get the opportunity and grab the opportunity with two hands. Because, bro, we see a lot of players from the JPL get them opportunity and don't look like they belong. You see me? Don't look like they belong. Because I don't know if I'm nerves, I don't know if them not get enough chance, but sometimes your chance are gonna be this limited and you have to grab it. First impression. I want a Brown first impression last. You see me? So right now, I can tell you if a Jamaica team I pick tomorrow and we're gonna play against Brazil World Cup finals. Who is the starting number 9? That is
tomorrow.
The question. Tomorrow. Who is the starting number 9?
Tomorrow we play Brazil.
World Cup finals. Yeah, well, I'm not saying but
man. It's a final. You know, whoever we have now, you know, both are in the off season right now. So maybe you have to go with the young one, you know, Wana Brown. You have to go. I would have gambled with him, you know, just because you know you want somebody to be at a high tempo, you know, someone who is currently playing or someone who's in farm, someone who, you know, use a goal scorer king. If you miss 3-4 games not touching the pitch, the next game that you get, you're nervous going on that pitch. You'll be nervous, you know, until you start to get the ball at your foot a lot more. You know, you get a shot off, you know, you get the opportunity, you maybe score, but then you're confident. Just take a you know, like to turn on a light bulb, just one flick. That's how a striker confidence can really come right back to him. So Bowser just have to just get that look highlight back and that flicker switch, you know, that electricity will just run through his body and it just come back with Bowser again, him start score goal. You know, but the Trevante thing though, when he got called up in that November window, you know, for the quarterfinals of the Nations League, you know, maybe you have to put it to context to it. He was frozen out of, you know, Salernitana. We don't know what was the reason why he started to play so late. He got look minutes against Juve, I think Bologna, you know, a couple minutes against some teams, you know, but he wasn't playing enough games, you know. So I don't know if his head was in the right space, but again, it's down to him to be in the right state of mind, you know, that, you know, as a number 9, the space is limited. You know, the time is limited to prove, and him should have do at least what Wana Brown did on that day, because that game was crying out for somebody to help Bowser in the final third. You know, Leon was missing opportunity. So again, it's down to him not taking that opportunity, you know, in that game against Canada.
Yeah, definitely. But see, Tycoon has to stop it, King. That is only one game Brown play, but he's not looking bad. That number 9 is up in the air. Yeah. So Tycoon, I think it's still up in the air now. But what me I say, who's in charge of it? Because
nobody.
Me I say Wana Brown right now. All right, me say, the question I'm asking.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we are playing a big game, a finals.
Yeah.
Who are gonna start number 9 tomorrow? I think Wana Brown.
Yeah, but he's a more favorable one at the moment. There's no favorites, but he's a more favorable one to start in that position right now, if you ask me.
So that's why I say I'm in charge of the jersey now. So if I'm gonna start, I'm in charge of the jersey.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you, say me can use as a small sample size, just 2 games.
Yeah.
But after the 2 games, and again, what I want to do as well, which I'm gonna do right now, is take a look at we call it a body of work for the season so far. So the 2 games, them taking a look at the 2 games, them. So he played 81 minutes in the second game and he scored a goal. The first game he played 10 minutes, he didn't score. Now for the season, so far, he played 31 games. This is Wana Brown, 31 games and have 21 goals. Right? So far, that time body I work for the season. 31 games, 21 goals. And you talked about the season when Trivante and Colin Anderson. And that was what? Colin finished on what? 21? We just look at it. When finished on
20,
21?
21, 20 something. I think he
Yeah, so
scored like 3 goals in the playoffs.
3 goals in
Or four,
playoffs.
yeah.
And then now, Wana Brown is about to play the playoffs. So Wana Brown and Wana Brown have 1 game left in a
Yeah.
regular season, and he's about to play the playoffs. So he can do even better than that. But I think you make a points for say you think the striker pool is poor this season, and I think when me try for listen if you base it on off of numbers, because one of the things some hear people are say is that we should have more 30 goal plus season strikers in the league, because I don't think anybody reached the heights from Rowan Bumpy Nelson time. So I think people are saying if you not reach a level there, because I saw them look at JPL to say that the chance is there for you to get a 30 goal season, but nobody now reach a heights. So I don't know if that is where you were coming from to say that that's why you're judging because him should I get more numbers. They say that come from?
Not really, but you see, as a number 9, it's the overall game. You know, if as a number 9 you get paid to score, you understand. But if you can't score, what's the next thing you do? You know, you help to run the channels, you help to support the line of your teammates. You know, you help be that first one in the defensive line to press. You know, so if you're not scoring and you are farm, you go back to the fundamental of defending. You know, press the defenders. You know, that's trying to play the football out. You know, create spaces. You know, for your teammates can run in. You know, sometimes you drop a little bit deep. You know, try to pick up the ball on your foot. Try to get back that rhythm. Try to get back that confidence. And you know, you can regain that farm or regain that trust in your abilities again. You know, but it's all about it's an overall package. But the main one is for score. But we don't have anyone who is performing very well this season, and it's been a while since the Reggae Boys have number 9s that are performing very well. You know, if you probably ask me, I can't even remember. I can't even remember. Maybe Boza was the last number 9 that really done something very well in Europe. You know, I know Micah Antonio won the Conference League where he scored from the quarterfinals except the final. You know, so he scored right up to nearly the final. So he performed well for West Ham in that tournament. He scored goal for West Ham. You know, but when you're talking about doing it for the league, the cup, then if you're playing in a continental tournament, you need to be performing consistently. So Wana Brown is the overall package right now that if he's not scoring for Arnett Garden, he's running the lines, he's pressing, he's doing the fundamental stuff that a striker should do if he's not on farm. So he's the one that I said is a more favorable one that Steve McCarron should trust. Yeah, because if any other team that we're going to come up against in the second phase of the World Cup qualifier have a player like Wana Brown in their selection pool, they will run with it. They will run with it. If any other team have a Trivante Stewart who is playing in a top league in Europe, the Serbian league, they will run with him and give him that opportunity. So it's just that the Reggae Boys just kind of spoiled with picking different luxury players from all all over the world. You understand? So Wana Brown is the favorable one right now. That I would say.
So we're gonna take a look at them individually, because I try to go through all the strikers that are available. I don't know if I can do it, but I try to go through all of them to the name. The striker edition. People that are take Tuesday are the striker edition. Yeah. Right? So we have to start with the man in charge of the jersey. In my opinion, and say it's still up for grabs, but in my opinion, Wana Brown the man of the jersey. Newton thinks say, yes, King Bowser wash up. No. Serrano Mackenzie said definitely want to see Anglin in the starting team. Yeah. Anglin, that goal, you see that goal, bro? Ooh. Yeah. That goal, it's awesome. But Anglin is my baller. Everybody know this already. Letting the young, vibrant players 100% Newton thing. Paul Dennis, big up yourself. Sports on the ball saying that Wana Brown is quicker, aggressive, and more clinical than Nicholson. Ooh. That is a sports on the ball.
At this moment.
So what we can say about that comment here is that when we see Nicholson in real life for the first time, I say, all right, him tall, him have a presence. We see Wana Brown in real life again, I say, him tall, him have a presence. But Wana Brown, like, him have a bigger frame, Wana Brown, like him have a bigger presence. So me I say, wow, you see me? So the baller, you can see the after ball work because again, I remember the game. The 1-1 draw. I'm not act like someone I remember it. So the 1-1 draw, I remember that we were losing 1-0 to St. Vincent, you know. Wana Brown are the one where they get the penalty, you know, and we don't want to forget that again. You know. Wana Brown did, I think he had the chance, and if memory serves me right, he go up on the keeper and then him get up back,
Yeah.
react, and him they get the
Remember,
penalty.
he fell on the floor. If that was Bowser would have still on the floor even though a call for a penalty.
Yes, same reaction.
Even when a bad trip you.
You could have seen him hungry. So him get up and go back fit, and I saw him they get the penalty. So if a FPL we are play, Wana Brown not have an assist and and a goal. If not have an assist and a goal for Jamaica so far, because people not call the winning the penalty assist, but essentially it is an assist, right? So it's an assist and a goal for Jamaica so far, you see me? And then him go back in a league, and since him go back in a league, watch ya, goal. So that's 1, 2, 3 goals from five games. So him pick up where him left off. So that is the Wana Brown story, and we really want to move on from Wana Brown career.
I'm just say one more thing, you know. He scored 21 goals of the season so far, King. You know, Arnett Gardner my team. I support Arnett Gardner from 2000. You know, from me at 5 me watch Arnett. I can remember when Arnett win the double in the Premier League. So watch Wana Brown day in and day out. He scored 21 goals easily, King. The amount of opportunities that Arnett Gardner created, you know, this season for Wana Brown. If he managed to put probably say 1/4 of those opportunities that he missed in past bumping Nelson already.
Really?
Yeah.
So
and I think
that's one of the things I'm always at here for real, because I was told that Wana Brown before this season he was always getting opportunities them
exactly.
And even
last season.
Yeah. So you're spot on for true. But finish up.
Yeah, so you know, so even go back to last season, he was getting the moments, but as I said, the confidence of putting the ball in at the back of the net, it just wasn't there. It's just, you know, and as a striker to score goals, it's not just down to, you know, your clinical effort. It's all about you have to be lucky at times, because some chances that, you know, look at the goal that Ousmane Dembele scored, the ball come off him shin. So you have to be lucky at times, you know, as a striker. So last season, luck wasn't on his side, to be honest. And King, you have to give the young man that credit. He was getting opportunities, but he worked his socks off. If Xavier Gilbert said, Wana, Fabian need to play through the line, as a number 9, you play out wide, you stay wide, him sacrificing game last season, especially the final half of the Premier League, where, you know, Fabian came in and scored 13 goals in like 4 months. He sacrificed his game just to let, you know, El Capitano score, you know, those goals and be that creative spark up front. So he sacrificed a lot of his game just to let Fabian Reid score, and just to sacrifice his, you know, you say his farm and his goal attributes of getting towards the goal a lot more quicker for his teammates to at least drive the team forward.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the things is, Patrick Riley, big up yourself, London again, Pree legend, big up yourself, 876 Jamrock. But Patrick Brown, a commentary of you saying you don't have the experience of Nicholson, but I agree he should be in the squad. No, that is 110%. He don't have the experience. But we have to also remember, you know, Shamar's last game, and Shamar, we're going to move on to next. Let me just bring it up right there. Shamar's last game for the Reggae Boys was the same game, 1-1 game. In that game, and in that game, he was criticized for being lackluster, because Shamar played 81 minutes. Now, remember again, Shamar played 81 minutes of that game. Wana Brown played 10 minutes. Again, Wana Brown came on and win the penalty. Shamar just looked like he looked like he was a half step off in everything he was doing in that game. I can remember that game now, talking about it. So while Shamar have the experience, you have to give the player who's more informed, who's sharper, who have a better confidence, because we're going to take a look at Shamar now, and Shamar work with him do so far. So Shamar Nicholson moved to the, you know, so I used to talk about Shamar because you know the league as well. Shamar Nicholson moved to the Mexican league. club.
Yeah.
They call it Tijuana, you know, yo,
Club
Nika
Tijuana. Club
Tijuana,
Tijuana.
you see. People, Nika are the specialists when it comes on to anything Central America, anything South America, bro. Respect you for that, so still. But Club Tijuana, they have this down pot, you see me? So he moved to the Mexican League. In my opinion, I was like, this is a very interesting move because I can't recall, but not a lot of Jamaicans make that move. Why you think that is the case, though? Why you think a lot of Jamaicans? And tell me who were the last Jamaicans to make the move to Mexico? Who are the last Jamaicans to play in Mexico? I recall, because I can't
There's
recall.
there's a former Abba few player. I think I think he's a striker. I forgot his name. He's recently on the coaching staff. I think a Matarana nickname something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Sean
Matthew,
Fraser.
Sean Fraser.
And
So
I think
Sean Fraser.
there's a currently a young reggae boy player playing in the Segunda, which is the second tier. At least he playing for Doradas, the team that Diego Maradona used to coach. He's a
Oh,
center half. I think he's coming from a MLS next pro team, one of
mm.
those academies. So there's another young reggae boy player in the second tier as well playing for Doradas.
Okay, interesting. You see these people,
Yeah,
this is why
but
Nikada, and again, people, Nikada Media, who don't know Nikada Media, wanna go over there, go like up Nikada Media House, the money now bring no fenke, PR thing, the money bring knowledge. So wanna go over there, go like up Nikada Media. I need to get the link and drop the link in the
yeah.
description.
So now, King. Meanwhile, you're doing that. Let me just
Yeah.
continue with Shamar. So, if you look at it, it's Nathan Farm. He got opportunities in his first 7 to 10 games. Juan Carlos Osorio, the Colombian, who got sacked now. Give Shamar Nicholson the trust, but he didn't really, as that wow factor. You understand? I think he had probably like a goal. I think a couple goal contribution to his name. But
So this is
what
stats right there. This is stats on the screen
yeah,
right there. This is
so that
saying,
that 5 goals goal contribution right there for him right there. I'm seeing it right now. So
yeah.
if you look at it, they pull him from the team because he wasn't working hard enough, through the defensive line. And as a player, as a striker in the Liga MX, you have to be that first line of defense. You understand? You have to be that one that pulling the defenders towards wherever, whatever trap, how the team want to play. And he wasn't doing that properly. And for him now, not on farm, the league is break. It's going into playoff. They not managed to get into the playoff. And for him in a half season, what he's going to do right now? I know they have the League Cup. Their next game would be LA Galaxy. If you can look at their next fixtures, for me, King, and pull it up, they have the League Cup, which MLS and the Liga MX team and that join together. Their next game will be against LA Galaxy. So it's all about him, pick his moment. I saw an interview the other day that his current coach is talking about, it's just to get back the team a little bit early, for preseason so they can prepare, for the second phase. Because, who don't know, the Mexican League, it's the same calendar as the Premier League, but they break it into 2 tournaments. You understand?
Yeah.
That's how much they love football. They break it into 2 tournaments. So they play from, I think, August until probably like December, then break January, February, and then start back late March, and then finish, I think, around May, June. You understand? So the break now for Shamar Nicholson, it came a little bit, at the wrong time. So that's the game. The LA Galaxy thing, I think that will be in the summer. That will be in July.
So
That's
hold on,
July the
hold on,
early
hold on.
part.
Let me get this straight, bro. Let me get this straight. So Shaman have a next game for club until July.
Yeah. The league will start back in August, but this is a League Cup, where I think it's a couple year old now, where MLS and Liga MX team will play. I think it's the top 8 team in Liga MX and the top 8 team, top 4 from West and East in the MLS play that tournament.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because say yesterday, all right, watch it. Yesterday, I'm gonna play some business house, and when my game done, my dog showed me and say, "Yo, I have a game for play." So my day I go and wait upon him. I'm gonna look on the field, me and say, "Shamar Nicholson." Me I forgot look good. Me I say, "Hold on, no Bowser this." I'm gonna look good. Me I say, "Well, Bowser do at Jamaica. Bowser not supposed to be in league." I'm asked when I'm bridging them over there, and them say, no man, league done. I'm go up on phone same time. I'm saying league done. And I say, hold on there. League done for true. I know so we're there in April and most leagues are come to a wrap soon. Some understand that, but I never realized I could never understand Liga MX. May I tell you the truth? When I understand the apertura, it's just so confusing to me. I'm glad to you just explain it to the people.
The clausura is the first phase, apertura is the second phase.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. But if you see a Jamaican go there, if you speak about a Jamaican going to Liga MX, for me, yeah, I understand. So once you're a goal scorer, you can go anywhere. But it's so strange because not a lot of Jamaicans.
Yes, someone said Ravel was there. Ravel played for Atlas. I remember Ravel was there.
Yeah, Ravel was there as well. But
yeah, he played for Atlas.
But why you think a lot more Jamaicans don't go to the Mexican League?
I think you see the Mexican League, it's not a lot of Caribbean players can match up to the standard. Because if you look at all Caribbean players, play at the national level, we play stagnant football. You cannot play stagnant football in Liga MX. You have to constantly moving. And one of the thing, why wingers really stand out, like the Central American players, when they go to Liga MX, or if they South American, come over, they develop a way of playing 1v1 from a younger age. So when you look at how the Mexican League play, when the wingers get the ball, whoever bring you that football, they gone somewhere else, gone fill another position on the field, while your job is to take on. If it's 3 players, that's your job. So the stagnant football, our wingers cannot create an impact. So when you look at player like Busy, skillful player, the young man from Tivoli, Fuller, skillful winger, Ellie, skillful player, but what would be the reaction after do something very good with the football? They stand up and watch. You cannot do that in Liga MX. You have to just constantly moving, and the intelligence of play of how they want their midfield to be proactive in that midfield. We don't develop as a young man in this country, Jamaica, like that. So it's all about how we learn our education. So they go for players that's similar, develop as the Mexican, how they want to play.
And Nicola, I can touch back on that because I like that. You said that when you just talk about when you do something good as a player and it's like you impress your own self, so you're stuck and watch what you do. That's a very interesting topic. But may I try move on with some of the comments then. Blessings. Big up yourself, Detonation. Richie Robinson say, oh, you people talk like you don't know football. What you talking about, Richie Robinson? It's a Allen, so where you watch Wana Brown. I've seen a few games with Wana Brown. Now I talk like me an expert, but what I've seen so far from the small sample size, I see enough to be impressed. Wana Brown play for him spot in the team. That's what I believe, Dan. It's a Allen, we attack. Yeah, that's an important question. Dan, the link so drop. I go drop the link in a couple minutes. Nika the same watch Wana day in, day out. But Nika also tell us say Anet a film team, so Nika the man say which part you stay and watch the league.
Oh,
that's the question.
Bro, I watch JPL. Like, remember Anet Garden get the most featured game, over the years, I remember when Red Stripe Premier League just started, when Anet Garden and Boyston, I think I kick it off in the complex, when Lamar Wanka scored a beautiful free kick. So from then, Anet Garden, I get featured game regular on the bounce, especially when you look at it now in the last few seasons. Most of the games, Chapperton, Maroon News, Anet Garden when they want to play home games, Monday night games. A few teams use over there. So Anet Garden playing on the day, you're always going to see Anet Garden. I know you have, big up to the rest of YouTubers them who's providing, coverage like BAM, Unseen, you have a next guy. I don't remember his page. Something like sports media, something like that. Big up to them. So you may understand. And last season, Wana Brown featured a lot in the JPL. Like, bro, I'm a diated red and black. I'm more of an Anet Garden than a United. You understand?
Yeah.
So, and then, me and players on the field that play for Anet Garden, talk, on a regular basis. Never you talk to Wana Brown, but teammates give good, comments about him, talk about him very well. I was talking to Kimonia Bond, I think it was last week. I was like, yo, I was asking him how is Wana Brown fitness because he said he didn't feature in one of the games. He was like, don't really watch, Brown and in fitness. That player, work his socks off in a training. He's one of the hardest working player in the Hornet Garden team. And even Kelson talk the same thing about him as well. Like, yo, he's one of the most hard-working player in that team. Remember, Wana Brown went to Slovenia, and found out what it is to be a professional player. So you think he know back a taste after that?
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? He want back a taste after that, bro. Man, him probably say why after that taste in the comment section.
Yeah, look, you said Dan there. Yeah, Dan was so drop a link, man. We just a bona fire first and foremost. So drop a link and bring in the ones them. But yeah, 45 minutes in, we can actually drop the link. No, actually, because as I tell you, be a long show, but John was star. Don't
You have the link?
45 minutes already. Huh?
You drop it
Yeah, man,
already?
we drop the link. Dan said Bowser wash, bro. The thing is, I don't know why a lot of people say Bowser is washed, because Shamar is actually 28 years old. I just think that, bro, your form coincide with your form for club, So think saying that he's washed, I just think, you think he needs a move, or you think staying in the Liga MX? This is what he needs. You think he needs a move away from the Mexican League?
No, I don't think he really needs a move because at the time look right now where he's going to go. We got the Jonah Fleming's over in the Middle East. You understand? Yeah, when Shamar was in his prime, playing for not Domzil, Sporting Charleroi in the Belgian Pro League. Remember at one time, Watford inquiry about him in the championship.
His best season so far is 13 goals in 18 games for Charleroi. That's in the Charleroi is in the Belgian League, right?
Yeah.
So really and truly, where you think would have fit him style? So you are saying that him for stay in a Liga MX and prove himself?
Yeah. I think he can grow and understand the CONCACAF more, and it will help his technical side because the Venezuelan that we came up against and scored, I think he scored against us in the Copa, Salomon Rondon, the former West Brom player.
Yeah.
It helped him in Pachuca. Remember, I think he scored a hat-trick in the semi-final, I think, on Andre Blake in the CONCACAF Champions League. So he scored loads of goals. But what I heard, because I was talking to this Venezuelan YouTuber, and I was like, yo, Salomon Rondon is a wonderful former Pachuca. I said, yo, that was the move that, going to Liga MX will help his game. He wasn't the most technical gifted player, and that's what I was telling a lot of people on my page that don't look at his technical side. He can grow for it, but it's down to Shamar Nicholson to consume everything over there because it's the best league in this region, King. It's the best league. They have very good coaches. They have very, very good coaches in that league. They eat, sleep, breathe football. So it's down to him to work on that and get better from it.
Yeah, definitely. Legend, real legend, Ryan LFC, Elite Sports TV. Big up yourself. One love, brother. Nigel Gunn, big up yourself. Elite Sports again said two big brothers. You don't know. One love again, Ryan. You don't know. Big up yourself. Don't know him. Say two big brothers. Say, I'm shout you out as well, Nikada.
Yeah. Former teammate.
Former teammate of both of us. Shamar peak out now. Everybody basically, I say that's another way of saying Shamar done. Ravelli playing at Liga MX. Don't be surprised if Shamar Nicholson is out of contract very soon. Zuniga's farm turned Shamar into permanent bench. Yeah. So looking at this right now, as you say, and as the commentator say, Shamar definitely lost his game. Because
Yeah.
looking at these minutes right here, on the bench, 6 minutes, on the bench, 10 minutes, on the bench, 81 minutes for Jamaica, and then on the bench for the next game. Before that, a assist 13 minutes, 20 minutes, 64. So
Yeah.
really of late,
But
the youth
I
are
wouldn't bench. I wouldn't not bench. I wouldn't select a national team without Shamar. No.
That's why
I would continue to pick him because look, you have to remember when he came as a young man, very aggressive, hungry, scored that goal, US beat US one in a friendly, score what the leading goal scorer in Nations League. He have done his dues, in past. It's just that this is the thing as a nation. I'm not saying the fans them must not criticize Shamar Nicholson. They have all right to criticize any player. It doesn't even the coach, even the administration staff. But we can criticize a player, but back our head, we just know to look, we have to back the player and hope he can produce. You understand? Criticize him, but be positive. Be positive.
yeah, yeah.
But
Have
when
a
it comes on,
balance.
when he come on, when you have to have a balance. And when he come on the pitch, King, we have to just know that we cheer for him, we cheer him up and say, hey, chin up, pull up your Bobby socks, brother.
Yeah. But that's so ironic, Nicaragua. And Jordan, we know say you're there, Jordan. So make you jump in, blessed for joining the show. But
Respect, bro. Big up, bro.
what's with
Respect.
Jordan? Jordan, have you say?
Well, yeah, basically, upon the topic of Wana Brown and Shamar Nicholson, right? So at the moment now, with the national team, Antonio out with an injury. Shamar not really depend on farm now, so definitely we don't know who I go get recruit. So I agree with you. Say Wana Brown lead the race right now for the number 9 spot. You see me? No doubt about that. Wana Brown lead the spot. You see me? Nicardo
Yeah,
say no see no more. Nicardo say no see no more number 9 in the JPL, but I see one more after Wana Brown. I think either the youth should get a shot either over Sham and Shanil Thomas, Raheem Edwards. Him never get him fair shot in the Trinidad friendly. I think
yeah,
my eye test, I watch him with my eye, and I like him profile or him play and everything. As me, it goes sometime when you're in a big club and be a big
yeah,
baller that you can get overshadowed and them thing about. I really like him. I feel like if him did there one nice normal club like Arnett or Watos or one of them club there, he would get a run. He would get a run for his money because it go into a big club sometimes.
yeah.
So I like the striker there too, Raheem Edwards.
Sure. Solid name. Me is a huge Ryan Edwards fan and Shanil Chupi Thomas fan. Also, them two names, I'm glad they bring up that name there as well. Because Ryan Edwards and I'm young, I'm very young. So Ryan Edwards are one where I keep an eye on as well, in all honesty. So good name for bring up. BM basically say a lot of things that Dan did a point out in terms of the Mexican League being technical and most of the Jamaicans, I guess, the style
Yeah.
of play. Onandilo, the pioneer. What you talking about here? Onandilo, a real legend, yes, real legend. Um, Patrick Riley is saying that if they have the quality, they will get in the that league. Reaction timing has a lot to do with basically what you also say, Nicardo, in
Yeah.
terms of reaction.
Yeah.
What you do after you do something with the ball. What you do
Yeah.
next. I was explaining this the other day. Patrick Riley also says that that was a bad move for him. Mexican league, they don't like to sell players. Um but he can improve on his technical skills. So probably that can be a positive in how.
Pause. Can I say something
Yeah, man,
before you
sure.
move on? All right. Before you move on with that, go back on that. It
Yeah,
says that was a bad move for him. Mexican League don't like to sell. All right. There's a player right now playing in the league. I make a Mexican player. His name is Alexis Vega. He played in for Mexico. FC
yeah,
Porto came in for him, and he was getting around, I think, 2 point something million US dollar at his Mexican club. I don't remember the club right now, but FC Porto came in for him and giving him matching that salary. They said they cannot go over that because look, these clubs around like Portugal, they have like not a salary cap, but they have a balance sheet of what they're working on. Remember, Porto is a selling club, and you know what he did? the club say, hey, you're not going anywhere, and slap 2x more upon him salary. So now he's getting almost 5 million a year.
So basically, they're competing with clubs from overseas. Then
They have money. They have money.
money in the league there.
Sergio Ramos
yeah,
get like 8 million a year.
Oh yeah, Ramos they in the league then, man. The great legend Ramos. Well, on there are a few legends actually they in the league. They have Ramos Wolves or some of the other players in the league they have known.
Which league? That Mexican league?
Pierre and Guignac. I think Ocampos. I think the Argentinian play in that league as well. James Rodriguez there too as well.
I mean, they have money then, man. Money in our league then. Yo, more Jamaicans need to look to Mexico. Yo, Jamaican ball them in JPL. Tell the agents don't have Mexico no.
Shamar Nicholson, the salary good in there, brother.
Yeah, almost good because Europe my forward from. Yo, we never look on it that way. Yo, JPL ball of them. Mexico, the thing there. If you care, so you would recommend Mexico over USL and MLS?
Definitely. Even the second tier.
Even the second tier Mexico.
Yeah. Here I would have say the Mexican league good. Because you see the passion of the football and the people and the club them were there. But I think them take them football serious. And I like MLS, bro. You don't really have that football culture they like that. Like the Mexican them take football serious, bro. So when you play they say, say a joke thing with the club them. So players have to take them job serious. You see me? So that's one of the factors.
Welcome to the show again, Dan.
Yeah, man, bless up in everybody. You don't know, Ball Pree TV,
Yeah, man, bless up, Dan.
Cardo TV there as well. Jordan, big up yourself.
Big up, bro.
One king.
Big TV.
Big up yourself, man. So him said Gignac was a baller who greatly improved his game in the MX.
I will agree with that.
You are rewarding media critic Nicardo. What are you talking about? Issa Allen. What Issa Allen at all? Issa Allen.
Bro.
The link drop, Issa Allen. The link drop. Come obviously.
Where am I trying to challenge me from Wana Brown?
I almost Wana Brown, so me want to hear that. The link drop.
If I Wana Brown, who knows Anik gonna get the most TV match? So who wouldn't see Wana Brown? Remember the JPL take away now, brother, away. You can't watch all Humberland match on Instagram. So everything dead, brother. Instagram live, me I watch Humberland, I beat Anik Garden down at effort feeling. I watch Wana Brown. So you have many different ways.
TikTok live.
Somebody said Moby have their own stream.
No, but me watch Jamaica match on TikTok live already. When the girl let me play.
I remember that game that we couldn't watch it for now. So Newton thinks the form Shamar is in, he does not need to be in the team. Yes, he has done great things, but every good dancer knows when to leave the stage. I don't think it reached right this for Shamar yet, Newton. I'll be honest with you. When I think it reached this yet, I'm think him have enough credit in the bank. I'm think we know what Shamar again. It's just about Shamar's form. It's just about Shamar's confidence. In my opinion, I'm not pick up for the ball. I'm not say reward mediocrity. But I think Shamar, him have enough credit in the bank. I still think him have enough credit in the bank.
Squad.
All right. Hear me that say about Shamar now, bro. For Jamaica team, I don't think Shamar is a starter or a player where, bro, him come on last 15 minutes in our game, bro. I think that a theme game for Jamaica, bro. I'm not going to put this big expectation over him, bro. It's a player like that, bro. The way how Jamaica play and the type of ball game we play, Shamar does going to be a big liability to the team, bro. From early out in our game, then, bro. You get me? Is one of them player there? You put on 15 minutes in the last 15 minutes of the game. So far, I've never seen the summer see Bowser, bro. You see me, but
Nico, do you not think me hear say something about Farm and Shamar dunga the club where him there now. You know, think it a kind of rough on him based on where him go through personally as a player. And you know him club is a struggling club too as well because me watch them and them just look off, them look struggling. Like you want as a striker you want midfielder for a gear ball and them something there. So me not see how him a go really bounce back down at the club there.
You see, the last couple of games, probably 5 games, you know, the club improved a little bit. But again, someone said in the comment section, you know, Zoniga, you know, helped to put Shamar Nicholson on the bench. He gave them a different profile up front. You know, he's more athletic. You know, he want to run the channels more. And what Shamar Nicholson really give that team when the coach who brought him in, how you want to play. You want to play with aggressive style. And if you look at the players that he signed an African player, I think, from the German league. I think his name is Frank Boya. Aggressive. You want to play the physical type of football. So it was working at a bit for Shamar Nicholson in the first couple of games. As I said, the first game to the first 7. He was doing okay, not great, but okay, because the team was playing something similar to what he want. Ball in the box, ball to the channel, ball at his feet, and that's how he was operating. But then they went to something different because the coach was coming under pressure. The team, you know, was
on over 2-3 seasons really. So it's, you know, it's really, really nice. And I think Slot said, you know, it after the game. You know, he's now a part of Liverpool.
You know, so the team was coming under pressure to get to the playoff. So he has to change his profile. He has to change a lot of players, you know, that usually start in the first 10 and bring back some bench players that, you know, weren't getting enough games. And then the team kind of changed a little bit. That's how they start to pick up, you know, a few results. You know, they beat, you know, Chivas Guadalajara, you know, the Chikorita team. That's a massive result for them. Shamar Nicholson didn't really do much in those games. So if you look at the results that they picked up while Shamar Nicholson is coming off the bench or not coming off the bench, it's games that they shouldn't win. But because the profile players change, so the game change, you know, towards of creating players getting into the middle and creating for the final third players. And Issa Alin comment is in the comments. So whenever we get to it, I guess, you know, I can go to it.
Yeah, hold on. So I'm gonna try to run through the comments because we have to move on from Shamar Nicholson because we spent a hot minute on Shamar Nicholson, you know, that's too far to talk about so far. Big up yourself, Caribbean Reverse, 1 black gold, 1 black god. I think a black gold and green, I'm saying, but 1 black god. Micah Antonio isn't it either. Antonio is 35. Wait, Antonio is 35? Wait,
yeah, man. I didn't hear Jay. Yeah.
Antonio 35?
Something like 34, I think.
Yeah, but that's still 35. That 35 still not, bro. But that's no, Antonio so old. Antonio actually 35. Antonio 35. Jaja. All right, I didn't know this, but I guess yeah, Antonio isn't either. Antonio is 35 and on the decline. I would give Chivante a chance. Along with what? All right, Chivante is who we're gonna move on to next. I'm going to bring up Chivante. So, yo, I never know. It's Antonio 35 and people. And they catch me off gear live. They catch me off gear live and direct. Yeah, I swear to God. Antonio is indeed. Antonio is 35 and on the decline. I would give Chivante a chance. Because myself, BM. Liga MX pays club even higher than the MLS. Okay, that definitely. Because myself, Jamaican Englishman. Fan bases are huge all across Mexico from Cabo to Cancun.
Cancun, right?
King, you have the ball of them. You have the ball of them in Mexico turn down in Europe and England and them places because Mexican Liga pay money, you know, King.
Yeah, that basically Nicada just did that say.
Big money. Big money I paid.
Cartel money. What you call it?
Alright, it's the cartel money thing they trick King.
Yeah.
I give you this. You see, when a big bust go on in Mexico, you see 80% of the assets that them freeze for that cartel goes towards football.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yo, people, every day.
It's a documentary. I see that one.
So this where particularly as a cartel money and a talk him attack.
No man, I really think about that, man. I really think about that, man. Even in Colombia.
Wow. See the people we're learning, and that is why Nicada Media is here. The man and him Mr. Knowledge. Oh, that's very interesting. Cartel money. I wanna talk vibes cartel money.
No, the man spell it with C, brother. You realize the man said to leave World Boss out of this. The man spell it with C.
Mexican League have money. Yeah, Danny Alves was also in Mexico. Yeah. Mexican League no short of money. BM say Jamaican English man say even in the women's league they start to pay the women $3,000 a month, so it's becoming attractive for what? So probably the cartel money them a push it over the women's side as well. It's very a tactical league. Liga MX running 890 M90 said Liga MX usually beat MLS teams in CONCACAF. Yeah, we know this. Mexico League is very competitive, hard. Tycoon, big up yourself, brother. See commenter. He said he would pick Shamar even though his farm isn't good. Alright, this is what I talk about now. Issa Allen.
Me did say even though he's not in the farm that we would like, but would I still pick him in the squad?
Yeah.
Look, we short on man, and we just pull it up like 2 minutes ago. Mikel at 35, and at that man, Steve McLaren talked about say, "Oh, Micah Antonio will be back in the summer," and a man just went through a car crash, bro.
Yeah, 35. Micah Antonio, so, a legend, but 35 kind of sticky still. Big up man like Dougie. Big up talking about legend. Big up Dougie, legend in the building. Last time Dougie was here, Dougie I tell me say racing. Half he make the top.
Believe no man. I wish that yourself in my foot still.
When they shoot themselves or they shoot the sheriff, which one? But
nah, man.
We need to have that sentiment to say them there finishing at the top 6 of Tivoli and Watos.
Bro, I didn't want
to. Tell us how we shoot yourself in my foot. Alright, let me tell you why I'm join that.
Yeah.
Join that stream, yeah. Yo, you see what the youth are talking about Wana Brown and a normal youth.
Yeah.
It's not a normal youth. I tell you. You see, work rate of the man of alone. No, me not see nobody. Me somebody mentioned Rhyme Edwards. Yeah, Rhyme Edwards have the work rate the two, you know. But you see, defensive part.
Yeah.
Rhyme not really have it like Wana Brown. Like as the ball reaching an opponent, Wana Brown and first man around. I run, go right back to the defense line to all the man work rate. Different.
Yeah.
You see me? Wana Brown have one different caliber baller. Every time, like say racing play, like on it or so, and him play, I make sure go to him and I say, yo, you want cut above the rest, bro. You see me? Even though I'm goal scoring, I show it. People just see him and say, yo, yeah, my lead league in a goals already, but them not really watch the other little thing them, like the run back them and the
off the ball.
The off the ball and even the lower block and not even lower back, the high block and them thing there. Him I run up and down. So right now, in terms of like the Jamaica squad, I think him more sure than a Shamar Nicholson. I hear what I say with the Shamar Nicholson thing. I don't have a problem with Shamar Nicholson, you know. Because it's a different type of forward. I don't know. And the game circumstances a different forward might needed for the game. You get what I say? So like with Wana Brown, you can sacrifice for like a false 9 and can be like a winger in a sense or whatever. That's the great thing with Wana Brown. But you know, Shamar more dead forward. It's a situation he can play 4-4-2, he can play 1 forward, he can play 2 winger. You see me? That's the difference with Shamar Nicholson and Wana Brown. Wana Brown can play anywhere on the top. But Shamar more center, you see it. And then now, as I say, if it's a game where you need goals or you can have both of them on the field at the same time. You see me? Or you can pull one to the wing and have him play central or play 2 forward or whatsoever. You see it? So that's the good thing with having Shamar Nicholson. You see somebody mentioned Trivante. Trivante I play a ball too, you know.
Yeah, because Chivante we're going to move on to. Chivante we're going to move on to because we really spend a lot of time for Wana Brown and Shamar Nicholson. So Chivante we're going to move on to, by the way. So yeah, start on Chivante.
Chivante, the man a good forward, you know. I not say Jamaica's best, but he's like a suitable alternative, you see, because anywhere him go, because even when he was playing in Syria, I know, even though the team not really that good, him still did that produce. You get me? But when him do a whole heap of jumps throughout him career, but anywhere him go, him score go. I know him score like 2 goals the other day. I say a couple days ago.
Yeah, man, I them this mega play. Hold on, let me just bring it up. So these are the 2 goals, and we can narrate while it a show, cause I lack of the commentary. So for me, the first finish was a good finish. You see me? But Chivante look white though. I go on over there, so like the ball.
No hospital and the climate and the scope.
Lie tell. Lie tell.
Yeah, don't give up.
Lie tell.
I soap, man, is it? Like aloe vera and anything and the cold.
They say, are you saying it over the film?
Different aloe vera, is it? It work better than like coal and anything.
Yeah.
It's a good finish though. I use him side foot and jog across the goalkeeper. To me, I'm like, okay, this is a good finish. But to me, the second goal had a better finish. The second goal I come up no, but a clinical finish this. You see me? So this is the second goal. So the second goal, him picked up off the flanks. Basically, what the defender put it on him left foot, and it's a rifle shot. So I'm like, yeah, this is the Chivante. And again, me I tell you, people, me did I root for Chivante after the season. So when we see him going in the national team, and him did really get a double sub there, I take it personal. I think him hurt me. Come here and say that. Oh, me I big you up for say if they in the team, and me I root for you, and you go there, watch ya, rock so, carry for your left foot, rifle shot.
It come back to the point him did I make earlier, you know, where it come on to consistency. If you're Pree, you know, Jamaican ballers when them go international, is a handful of them really consistent, you know. You get me? Like them always go and do them thing. The most consistent Jamaican baller, I maybe Leon Bailey in a recent time. I may talk like Jamaican band. I may not talk like English band or whatever. I may talk Jamaican band. Yeah. Outside of Leon Bailey, there's not much Jamaican band player with consistent.
Boy, Dougie and people and members say them the major thing what people talk about Bailey is him lack of consistency.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's I'm saying the most consistent. I never said he was consistent, you know.
Yeah.
And the consistency when I talk about is not in the national program, you know. It's more so on the club level, you know. Because outside of Leon, tell me somebody where like would have consider consistent throughout them international career. And one ball I can think of on a speedy way.
Who Cephas?
Cephas. Yeah, Cephas.
Well, Cephas' career relatively young, you know. You see me? In comparison to like Speedy. Speedy are like the most consistent baller. But through him I play MLS, nobody not really see it.
USL.
But if you have a call,
USL,
you have to call Kevin number name as well.
No, I'm saying, and I'm saying there are some.
And Jonah Flemings.
Right, and I'm saying there are some.
Yeah.
But can you name like a plethora of consistent ballers? Because there's a trend when we noticed from the other day, like when a baller get like gone international outside of Jamaican waters, you don't really hear from them much till when they come back at Jamaica.
Yeah, and that one but well, I'm going to the comments quickly so we can move on to Chivante and take a look at where I'm going. Jordan, big up yourself, my brother. Knockins, real legend, big up yourself. Wayne Swiresek at King. Why some people calling for JPL players to be in the team, but when it comes to Ravel, they talk about league level. We want players to help the team, or we focusing on league level, but stop the bias. For me, Ravel, to me, in the midfielder, I don't see a lot of midfielders when we can say would be over Ravel's quality. However, we not see Ravel. The thing is, me and you don't even know if Ravel put on 100 pounds. Yeah, we are seeing on him Instagram page, but it's like a league where we can't see the league, we can't see action.
Ravel are my baller, bro.
Ravel are my baller too.
The man bad like AIDS, bro.
Ravel are everybody bad.
Come out of the Jamaica program, I'm like, why? Because the closest thing I could have said to a Ravel, a Latibody. A Latibody maybe like half a Ravel.
Wait. Doggy, all right, Doggy. Or Latibody and Ravel in one sense.
No, in terms of the midfield.
I understand.
All right.
In terms of what?
Hold on, I explain myself now. Latibody more I want defensive. But Ravel can get defensive and attacking. That's what I say. Latibody are maybe like half. You get me?
Okay. I don't think Latibody and Ravel name for call.
But I never say Latibody are good as him. I never said that. You know to say me say half because him have the
would I say 1/3?
Are you 1/3? But that's what I say. Latibody have like the defensive part. Because if you give Latibody a ball and the whole line midfield open and him can run straight down the middle, him not do it. He rather pass it back.
So, that's what I say.
You put it on the defensive mindset. Oh, the defensive mindset me attack with Latibody here. With Ravel now, you can put Ravel attacking mid, B mid, central mid, back to back.
So definitely a 1/3 then. Doggy, you lost me right there. So Doggy.
That's what I say.
Doggy, me I get a chance to save yourself.
Best man put it in.
Alright, move on.
Ravel, when Ravel in the Jamaica. I remember say number 10 Ravel in that way, no?
Bro, Ravel can play anywhere in the mid pitch. So Ravel a different grave. Different grave.
But that may I say. Remember say the 10 Ravel in that way at a point, you know?
Yeah, for answer Wayne Swire comment, with those, you're not see the league. So it is just like the ball. Like I'm going to move on to the forward. I'm not want to stay long on the comments them because what they are the same thing. But you see, just like my baller, my forward. Let me tell you one of my forward them is Corey Bennett. Corey Bennett, I want to my forward them. But him gone somehow I can't see what him do now. So you can't see what him do. You can't see what Ravel do. I can't see what Ravel do. I can't even see Ravel on flash score. If I go on flash score right now, if you see him statistics, you can't see stats. So if me can't see the stats and me can't see the visuals, what me judge a man after? Where am I the last 2 years ago? You get me and say, so Ravel and mine.
I think Ravel did dip on a team in a recent time, you know.
And then Ravel did out of a team for so long. So it really unfair. So the real level of unfairness come from we judging Ravel for say the Ravel of 2 years ago. Without even getting to see what Ravel I don't know. We have to step on that, Nick, before we move on.
My take is that I have no issue if the coach want to recall Ravel, but my question will be, where will be the fitness level? Because we know Ravel a player that he love to slack around at times, and the league that he's playing in, it's not up to standard league. It's like what, the 3rd division in what the country name again? Is it UAE? I think UAE. I think UAE. So the club that he's playing for is an affiliate team of a club that's in the 1st tier. You understand? So I don't know what will happen with him, but for me, it's all about if him have that drive and commitment, want to do what we were expecting him to do. Like the best of Ravel I saw was when he was in the championship under Wayne Rooney for Derby County. That was the best recent times. That was the best recent times.
At any level, and we can see week in, week out. You can see him. You can watch a Derby County game and see him.
Yeah. So if you look at the midfield, King, if the engine in your car is not working, the car not going to perform well. So Ravel will be our engine if he comes in the team. But where will be is fitness level.
Yeah, we don't
so
know.
He can match up to the speed of. Look at the game that I think the Gold Cup 2023 that I think Panama and Mexico play. Look at the level, and that was 2 years ago. Look at the level of where those teams are playing. The intensity. Can he match that for 60 minutes? And if Ravel going to be in this team, we are expecting him to play at least 60 minutes to the highest level in this region.
Yeah.
High tempo.
Yeah, so
Can
to
he
be
do
fair,
that?
we ain't sorry. To be fair, come on, move on from this car. As I said today, I'll forward them and focus. But to be fair, the real reason is we can't live in the past from players and we can't say what them do now. We have can't see everybody at work where you don't know. You're as good as your last game. What Ravela do know. Yeah. You see on Instagram. Upon Instagram, me have to see what Ravela do. That should be. If him not post two things on Instagram, I can't see what him do. You see me? So him find himself there. At least we can see the JPL players. At least we can go watch 2 JPL or tune in on my TV or tune in on TikTok or tune in on Instagram. We can see some JPL. Ravel League where I play, we can't see it. So Ravel have to come tell us, yo, I play good and we believe it. And Ravel have to come tell us I'm fit and we believe it. So that's the difference now, we in sorry. So I don't think we have a bias. The reality is seeing is believing, and if you're not see, oh, you have a believer, blind belief that. Jamaican Englishman say, McLaren always pick 2 number 9s. Think about it. Wana Brown are gonna be one and the other one are gonna, and the next one look like Antonio. So for me, I think
Antonio Aboza.
No, when I say and that especially, I think a team. I think especially a squad of 26, you can bring 3 number 9. I think it should be limited to 2. So me think you can bring 3 number 9s. What do you think about that? You think a 2 number 9 they bring our 3?
So if Englishman say Wana Brown will be that one of them, who would you pick? Antonio or Bosa?
Currently, here we go on. You see when we got through the whole striker, them.
You have to go raffle out.
Go through the rest of them first. Let me go through the rest of them first before I tell you who. I don't put on the spot right now. Fasca, big up yourself, real legend. Welcome to the show as well. I don't know if you will answer this, Fasca. Who would you pick as the second striker?
Well,
you see, if Mikel never in the car crash, then would I pick Mikel?
Would I pick none of them?
Yo.
No, man, I can't none of them, man. None of them.
Who would I be the next one?
Calvin.
No, let me have a real yo. You see, my tree, my take. First and foremost, good night, everyone. But never tell you the truth. You see, welcome what King said with the 3 strikers, them. Not 2, but 3. But additionally, maybe you can put a 4 there as a reserve. But to me, I say, yo, use Mothersille, Wana Brown. Because we have to give a JPL player a boss at some point in time. We have to give
Fasca, this is going to be for them be over. The have to give
no, man. No, the reason why I'm saying it, think about it. Remember, we have a Kaim Dixon, where he's a runner, he's a hard worker, and we are forgetting about him as him being a striker, but we are talking about players that are performing right now. You have a Trivante Stewart, you have a Malik Matzil, you have next you call Jonathan Rowe. You have so many of them, so therefore you have a lot of strikers there. The biggest question now is that the system we have a player. Can some of these strikers fit in the system and make a difference? Because we don't just want to choose striker for striker's sake out there. And then can't adapt to the system we have. If we have a real system like that. So yeah. Wana Brown and Mothersille. We don't talk about Cameron Archer because him not do nothing right now. You have Trivante Stewart and you have a few other players. Right? Fire call one brother named Tyrese Campbell. We still not see nothing much about him. So I'm not left out Dixon either. So at the end of the day, Antonio and Boza, sad to say, but performance need to be shown before we can say, alright, to come back in the team. Antonio, I'm not going to perform well for now because I'm accident Boza on a different level altogether. In a decline some way, somehow. You don't know why that is. Some people need to look at themselves and understand. But then no decline. What has he been given to say yes? Him up on the rise. I must decline because he's not steady.
Faster.
And you just need to call a spade and tell the truth.
Alright, so for instance, we not recruit no striker from out of the diaspora. Right? So we're all left with option with Trivante Stewart, Wana Brown, Micah Antonio in out now. You see me? Me that pick Wana Brown and convert Cephas in a centre forward. That's what me would do.
So hold on, John, let me get it straight. You don't have one out and out centre forward in your squad. And by the way, most of the squad are gonna be 23. So the man them carry one out. Here what we're gonna do. To be fair, we could go through the rest of forward them. We could go through the rest of forward them and see who can do the best and form. Because we have to go through them and really take a look at them stats. But
so who forgot to say coach they used to pick Romario Williams?
You remember Romario Williams and Corey Burke. You was the two striker. But yeah, so like I say a 23-man squad, and you see what Fasca talk about the JPL players them in regards to the JPL players them. What I can say about the JPL players them, the two consistent JPL players them were there in the squad for the last, I would say over the last year has been Shaquan Davis and Richard King, right? So with that said, you see when Fasca gonna say just give JPL player a chance, a lot of people don't like that term. A lot of people don't like say, a quota thing we have to pick players from the JPL. No. Put it away, yeah. If players in the JPL can add value to the team, and we must say Shaquan Davis that the best goalkeepers them. Travis, welcome to the show, but mute while in attack, here. Mute while in attack. Me take the man them time. Mute while in attack. Okay. So the Shaquan Davis, Richard King, people can clearly see them man they add value to the team. Wana Brown right now clearly. So it have to be a case where who's gonna come in to add value to the team. You see me, but Travis Peso tonight knocking ball game on, give him some true pass for some finishing because we have a lot to go through. And me I tell
man, big up the man. The card about we better than yellow. No, better.
Legends that are doggy man.
My program. Yeah, man.
Himself.
Racing fans and bias, man. Only for the ball alone, they talk about it.
Bias, me talk about my ball alone.
Yeah, man, Nickel Ellis alone, they talk about. And Knockins, I see him one too. I'm biased, I'm afraid of Craig Butler.
Hear me say before you continue.
Yeah.
Tell me a bigger midfielder that him in Ireland.
Yeah, good player, yes, but here we have a problem. The politics of football. That's why they not pick me last time. Because if you get pick over Maggie.
But alright, may I say something? Because they mentioned something about not being in a squad and being called. When Maggie get called in the squad against Trinidad, technically, him never dep on a team,
Yeah, but as I'm not sure you say, politics with mirror and them use.
Politics. The man did unfit. I remember saying, come to Jamaica, for come train and get fit, I saw him end up boat line, to get fit.
Yeah.
The man say the bias agenda.
No man, Ellis a good player, man. I just trouble me, but Ellis a good player. Ellis deserves. Based on the performance, Ellis and Trevor and Fuller from Tivoli are the two most impressive youths in the league this season.
The last time I found him, I say the youth name Nikolai Fuller. Killer.
Yo, it's Allen. Let me tell you something, it's Allen. Straight and plain. Me tell everybody, you know some of my man on YouTube, me I don't have no friend. I don't think it's a joke, it's probably you. I'm going to tell you about match-up show. Sunday night, we have a big show over here. Where were you?
Yeah. Make him know. But tell him, Travis, you're
everyone go to see him one-sided reasoning about Jamaica football. On the bias. As you know, your JPL name called, it's like we don't have feelings.
All right.
We don't talk about we control.
Here, Travis. We now follow them. Remember what the show nice? We never follow nobody in the comment section, right? So we now follow them up. Here, allow me to the comment section.
Man, our boy, they are troll, man. Trolling me.
Travis, load them. We are focused on the show. We are moving on to Trevante right now.
Yeah.
We have to say about Trevante. Why here?
Yeah, man, Trevante impressive back play, man. You see, man, score goals.
Hold on. I'm going to go through the stats. I'm going to play the video like what? 2 solid goals. I'm going to take a look at him stats. So the last 2 goals him scored. He scored 2 goals. Watch him have in the last 4 games, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 goal contribution in 4 games for the season so far. I'm going to take a look at him body of work. Him body of work, I said 16 goal contributions in 30 games. We have to say about him because again, he was one of the players who moved directly from Jamaica to Italy. And for me, that was a big thing. Well, and this actually same the player for Yui. So this is a UE to
Yeah,
Mullines.
I'm sorry, JPL club that.
UE. So UE
Yeah,
to
man.
Mullines.
Yeah,
Mullines to Mount Pleasant and Mount Pleasant to Yo, Nicardo, come call a name. You call one of them names. What is
Salernitana or something like that.
Italian club. And this alright, this is a 100k pound. Is that true? This transfer, this is at a 100k pound, a big money move that. Then you see him left this ago. One club named Javor on loan. And
that's a Serbian team. So he was in the Serbian league with that team there, and then it was a loan. But the club, Radiniki, who he play for now, actually bought him. I think, look, his contract is right there up next year. But
yes,
let me just say this. It's the Serbian league. It's the last 2 to 3 seasons. At least the player them in the top 10, the top goal scorer them in the top 10 for the last 2 seasons. At least 4 of them get transfer out of the league.
Okay. So him can look for.
So there's might be a move coming up.
Yeah. But how you did see him, Travis, as it relates to how was he in the league? How did you view?
Yeah, man, he did well in performance league. That's why he moved to Italy. But it was like, say, you recall, it true at that level, it was like a culture shock to me. At the time, since him go to Serbia now, he look much better.
Yeah.
Because to me, he should have gone so much I contract when they get at the time. I remember saying, coach, we're bringing him here from Italy team, then it fire him, Fonseca, when they buy him.
Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of, so normally when a coach buy you, and the next coach come in, you have one feed that they want.
I think it was Simeone Inzaghi actually came in after Fonseca.
Right.
Inzaghi.
Yeah.
But anyways, knock it again. Knock it, keep it knocking my team. True passing and keep it knocking. Anybody have any more thing for step on Chivante before we move on? I'm just run through the comments real quick.
But you see, in stats, where I don't know, it's in a struggling team. You understand? So it's just like what Cephas is doing right now in a struggling team that's fighting for their life. So what he's actually doing right now, it's very impressive. You understand? And what Travis said seems like, he was probably out of his way, at Salernitana. Remember, that club was like a relegation team. So the coach was there at first, was under a lot of pressure. Simeone Inzaghi came in, was under pressure. Candreva was a captain. He was under pressure to help the team get results. So maybe that was the problem. And then they were judging him from the level where he was coming from. That might not say, this guy cannot produce for what we really want to get out of the relegation zone. So maybe, the sentiment around that might be true.
Yeah, definitely. Nobody else have nothing to say.
I think he would have an injury problem too, I remember one of the matches. I don't know if
you're right. Yeah.
Funny. Like he played the first half alone, like him start the game and him come off of the field. By the time second half didn't start and come off of the field.
Okay.
So, I think he never really get much playing time to even show himself or nothing. And then the team did that struggle because Candreva did, I think, was the captain as himself. Candreva might like the Italian ball, skilling or is it? But the side them did have them could help themselves. Is it? So I think that was a problem. Is it?
Yeah. So moving right along then, because nobody sound like them now more for Step on Chivante. The question is, all right, so we got you. We look at Wana Brown, we look at Shamar, we look at Chivante. So Wana Brown and the man with the jersey, Chivante or Shamar right now? Is that a question?
Hey, King. King.
Yeah.
So don't come off my show. Because the boy is all in about disrespecting.
All right, Travis.
Keep it respectful, Travis.
No, we don't need no education to talk on YouTube. All the while we know is going to think say.
Travis, go in the comment section. Go in the comment section. Go on the thing. Alright, cause we not do it this so I know that. We actually run the show. I can't interrupt the show for that right now. Isn't me? So yeah, question is, you're the man who know what I want in the comment section, but I can't look on me right now. I'm trying to get the show done. You get me? I say so. Yeah. Keep it peaceful in the comment section.
Big up East Island, but keep it peacefully, bro. Keep it peacefully, respectful.
Yeah, so I wanna say, Shamar are Chivante right now. I would say somebody said Chivante. I would say Jordan.
Yeah, Chivante wear the jersey, number 18 jersey.
There's a Chivante. What you say, Nicola? Chivante and Shamar. For move on.
Right now,
yeah.
Since I said Chivante, you know what he's doing in because he's playing in the Serbian Super League. I forgot with Chivante, you know. Probably the only man probably could have get him out of the squad in my eyes. You understand? Because we don't have anybody. There's no one is there. If you're talking about players that's available.
Well, I know. We are going through the rest of them, but while we go, we want to see who are the next.
So Chivante for me, for now.
Chivante for now.
Yes, so now Chivante, because you rank him against Bowser, and what he's doing now, you can't write it up. He's in a very good way.
All right, Dougie, what you say?
Yo, I say Chivante still, you know. But I don't want it to be like a cut out Shamar. Is it because on a given day you know what Shamar can give?
No, bro. I'm not really no cut out, you know, bro. You have a football,
no,
you know.
I understand, you know, because I don't want it to look like, say, oh, I pick Chivante over Shamar. Is it because I'm too good for them? Is it? But from what they, because Shamar, I get the opportunity them, you know. And like him now, I get them, you know. I get them, you know.
So here's the thing, Dougie. Here's the thing what me realize, and this is what me I say. We're gonna go through a few more forwards, right? However, if you have a 23-man squad, you hear people say a 2 striker usually get picked. The one of them can't forward, so we really have to narrate down to say who are the best 2 where I gonna make the squad. So really and truly, if we can narrow it down to 2, but yet still want to see everybody wants to see them players in our squad. Everybody say, yo, this man for the day, this man for the day, this man for the one of them can't make it, you know. So we have to go really say, if we really attack the football the right way, we have to really stand with chest and say, yo, all right, then this man you lead now, and you look on him stats, you look on game time, and you look on it. Because me answer the question, you know, but me ask Faska then, and then me answer the question before we move on. Faska, what say you? Chivante or Shamar? Chivante. All right, let me answer the question now. Shamar for my money, said it. You see me? And anybody want to ask more again in the comment section, but me I keep it moving. Shamar for my money, said we. Chivante, my baller that said we, but right now
we can't argue with them.
Wana Brown and Shamar out of the tree until we move on and find somebody else after. Shamar, me know him body already, me know him Gito, Jamaica already. And yes, I know say Chivante that forward now in terms of him play now, him score 2 there, but I can't use that. I know Shamar get. So unless Shamar is really out of form, really off of shape, and him not give me that back. But if me I pick a squad tomorrow, my 2 forward them have to be Wana Brown and Shamar Nicholson. Unless I find a next forward when we look on the rest of forward. I'm running through the comments section quick. People are going me out in the comment section saying, nah, read the comments, say, me I move slow. Come like me need help to read them comments because them enough.
Comment section hot.
Hot, bro. Wells, my dream front 4 for Reggae Boys would be Leon Bailey, Ronaldo Cephas, Macy Greenwood, and Demar Gray. That's excellent. That is excellent. I think I don't know how we dream that. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how we dream that. Zuniga 17 games, 12 goals. Bowser 9 games, 1 goal. Zuniga will always play over him. At a night and day, bro. BM. At a night and day. And Newton thinks, bro, I know you rate Shamar, but Shamar is not it right now, bro. You can't be at the back all the time like Hug. We need to make Yo, bro, I want to get them coming there from one year. Yo, the man them. Yo, Chacha. Me go for the set. Tycoon, Bowser is a good player. He just needs to get his level up, and if he is fit, his confidence forward naturally. Yeah, for real. Wayne Suarez said Bowser will bounce back. Give him time. Brown is young and still have a lot to learn. So I will not compare him and Bowser because Bowser show up when we need him the most, and that is why I'm say what I say. But you see, I ask, you know, make sure I ask, you know, and I say,
all right.
You want to hear one?
Hear what me have a problem with that comment there.
Yeah.
If you look on the Saint Vincent with the play over there.
Yeah.
And a 2 match I won with the play. A 2 I won.
Two of them. Yeah.
Shamar starting a 1, you know.
Yeah.
And he never get nothing. He never get no game in the second leg.
Yeah.
And Wana Brown come on in the second game, you know.
Him come on in the first game.
Him come on in the first game. And him score, I think, in the second game, no.
Facts.
So Shamar get more opportunity than Wana Brown, you know.
Technically, no. Yeah, technically, yes, over, but not in them 2 games there. 80 minutes in playing at the 2 games.
Who get 80 minutes?
Shamar only got 80 minutes. Wana Brown get 10 minutes in the first game and I think a 19 in the second game. I'm just double check it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In the first game, you know. First game, Shamar start, you know.
I think Wana Brown come back in the second game, man.
Yeah, second game in play 81 minutes second game. But it's not about Shamar versus
no, I'm just saying because him say
Wana Brown.
You can't compare the two, but why not? The two of them
You can compare.
You can't compare because the two of them come on the two same are the two them on the same team.
Yeah.
They play literally the same position.
Yeah.
And Wana Brown make use of opportunity.
Facts. That's why me say him have the number 9 jersey active, pre-image active. Big up yourself, Neil. Big up yourself. I'm so special saying King, you run to the comments too slow. You must say I'm too slow with the comment section for true. Like I need somebody for yo.
King. You say if you don't like to have the comment section, a boxing match I can go on. Is it Chevis gone in the comment section?
Jesus Christ, Chevis. Cut it out now, man. Yo, man, I look on them, you know. Yo, man, look. But just look on the comments there where I go. People, man, look.
Stick to the bar
comments. 1990. How about 1990? That Antonio. Yeah, Antonio. At least Shamar is in Mexico. Most JPL players could not even make the bench in Mexico that are running 890 says so. At working can't afford on it. Antonio is the only player the coach crying for to get fit. Yeah, I think Antonio fits the coach style tycoon. The cartel them use the club to wash money as well. Is this a known fact, Ricardo?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, I'm thought,
but if you use the C, not the K.
The Mexico League, little bit. The Mexico League, I think every team have a big sponsor, you know, like a big sponsor, you know, like corporate. It's like how Jamaica struggle to get a corporate sponsor on some teams and them things.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is backed by the cartel as some money in it. You get what I say?
Yeah.
So, me the wrong player for go MX. But as what them did I say earlier in the podcast, you need to work. You can't just stand up on a Mexican culture different from Jamaican culture. You know? Facts.
Big up big Jean-Pierre fan. Big up yourself, real legend again. Big up King Ricardo and the entire show. Big up yourself. Big up yourself again, Jordan. Jordan, I say Jean-Pierre, the man, them ask you for big up. Yo, Jordan, I saw man. Antonio is back training with the U23s. Mark Noble said it on a Talk Sport. And Talk Sport, what? Antonio is back with him 35-year-old self. But the thing is, Antonio will know what him can bring to the team. And the thing is, the reality is, Antonio is for now. I know say enough of way I look forward to the players them for the future. But I think if Antonio fit the coach, I got draw back for him, you know. That is just my feeling, you see me? That is just my feeling. Jordan since night. Yep, Dougie's spot on. Antonio at 35 is still better than most JPL players. That's what Ronnie's saying. Tennessee saying better than them all. You see me? We have players in the diaspora. Mothersille, Keenan Davis, Kemar Roof, Jamalo, etc.
No, don't call Kemar Roof, please.
Yeah.
Don't call Kemar Roof.
I'm glad you said
it. Don't, you know, big up Isalin, but the Kemar Roof get a lifeline contract at Derby County. Yeah, a team that has struggled for them life, and the man got play 2 games and injured.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, man, it's all in.
Big up this all, you're right, but everything is
Yeah,
said,
man,
but
the two-
except the roof. Me not gonna agree with that. You that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Jordan, what you say about that?
Me say yes to Issa Allen. Me say him call two valuable name like Mothersille and Keenan Davis. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Jordan say I think that's it. Full stop there. So in my opinion as well, Keenan Davis, me have to go watch him some more. So I think a one name for me there. So and I'm mother.
Bro, Keenan Davis not normal. Bro. Even when they watch him, I went him play yesterday. Yesterday him play. And me I take him in, bro. The man not normal, bro. The man skillful, can hold up the ball, everything. Man lit the crossbar from about 30 yards out yesterday, bro. Yeah, man, bro.
I'm play against a tough team like Bologna, and play very well in that game.
Yeah, bro, I like him, bro. Good baller.
Okay. That means good. For real. So that's why Gilbert tried him at the wing last season, but it killed him goal output. Yeah, and that's the point where Dougie try and make he can also play on the wing. There is no game both will start. I think so. As what Dougie mentioned, it seems like a player that can also play with a number 9 because I've seen game where Fabian Reed start and Wana Brown also start as well. So it seems like he can also play. What is he producing in Syria? I don't know your attack. Chivante, a brown man now. Him so start turn Simon complexion. Yo, me tell you, bro, from the other day, the comment section I get a different vibe. People like up the live straight. People we're supposed to have 100 likes already. I don't even know. I don't even stop to look on them something. Nicola, you have to teach me how to stop to look on them something because I don't know if to stop to look on them something.
Man, beat off. Don't get in the comment section.
What about some people like up the live? Brown Bear said not one of them forward up to international level. Come on, Brown Bear. I can't say so. Chivante, 33 games, 14 goals, 5 assists BM. Baller foot, Knockins, Jordan would find saying I don't know, Knockins are doing some excellent work as usual. Is him the man then stop inspire me. Chivante miss vibes memo upon the bleaching. Yo, we don't know I got Chivante. Come on, Andre Blake more consistent than Bailey. Oh yeah. Who would have said that? Yeah, Andre Blake.
Yeah. Forget about Andre Blake. To a goalie.
To a goalie.
I'm more like no disrespect to Andre Blake. A good comment him make it. So Andre Blake are the most consistent player. But you my goalie, me never did a Pree that is like unfair, like outfield.
That's why I never forget about the goalie them. That's why the goalie no win Ballon d'Or. That me I try tell you no. The goalie them coming like them just dead there, but yeah, man.
You can be a 50-year-old and a goalie, is it? So
no man, them win golden gloves
and consistency, isn't it? A goalie, but me never I remember goalie, is it like Anfield.
Talking about this real quick, when I stay upon a point, I can the man them say run through the comment too slowly. To them I say the baller name for Manchester United left foot winger we injured and a comeback. What him name? A wicked baller.
Diallo.
No, Dallo. Left foot man.
Diallo.
So them ask him what the easiest position for play and him say goalkeeper. And me I say John Star, man. I think so, but
I think so.
So we need the goalkeeper them man. Goalkeeper a specialist position no man. Come on man, and give them some more.
And mad people alone going a goal there.
That's true, that I know. Right, because myself, my legend, my real life legend friend, but it's been said by FIFA all along. You have to crazy to be a goalkeeper. I know that for a fact. Well, Damian Lowe consistent. I want to start tycoon. I want I go. Junior Fleming is the most consistent baller. Donovan Luke says so.
Yeah, I really argue about that, you know.
Yeah, I think Junior Fleming deserve a next shot for real.
Daniel Johnson is Jamaican born and spent 9 seasons in a row in championship. That is consistency. When I miss out them consistent baller, they want to.
That's true.
What's the man right there now? Big up yourself to a real legend, Danny Jed, in the comment section as well.
Mount Pleasant.
buy the weed, Dougie, you know, say the man them say where you buy the weed because that Latipo there and Latipo there and
that with Jordan know, you know, Jordan love splice up man conversation them, you know.
I get what Dougie does say. I get what Dougie does say, man, about the Ravel and the
I get it.
If I talk about the defensive part, because you know, say a lot of people misjudge Ravel because you know, say them tell the DLI and Ravel same only play when him have the ball, and Ravel do defend, you know.
Me not know about that. Me tell
Ravel do defend, bro. Watch Ravel do defend.
I can't watch the ball and I can't see the ball. I see Tycoon and say no can get the app, you can see Ravel. You just go which app Tycoon, cause me can't see him and the Ravel me know. Me not know about the work rate like that. Hold on, Issa Allen, welcome to the show, bro. Cause I be a thing not go on that comments. I'm not having it. So if not come with that back and forth comment thing, I'm not on it. You have too much comment for read and you have too much ball I forgot you. I can't do it at the show.
Yeah, man, bless up, man.
You see me? Big up yourself. What go on with you?
What yeah, man, taking the show. I don't have to go back over things, because as go through the show, so me just continue from this point without going back over things, you know.
All right. What you say about Trivante? Because Trivante are the next at the ball away on right now.
Trivante is a work in progress, and so far we've seen that he's working and he's making progress. So, I mean, right now the coach hasn't called him up yet. Since
making progress.
Yeah, man, he's working and he's making progress. That's all we can ask right now. The coach hasn't selected him since he has been here. I don't know if that's on the cards. I don't think it is, but we can go and watch him. He's good where he's at right now.
Yeah, Jamaican Englishman say I need to get me. I'm a VPN, but which part I'm for watch it? Where I'm for watch it, pan? Me look on all of the side them. Me can't. Corey my baller, and me can't see him. Rebel my baller. So unless somebody on the stream know or unless you can tell me which part I'm for watch them, me can't see them. When we go up on the streaming platform, them, me can't see game them. Me can't see the highlights them. So which part I'm for see it? Jamaican Englishman. Anybody on the panel know which part can watch the ball of them because I can't see Corey Bennett, I can't see Ravel Morrison. So I don't know which part
you have one Uber bring every league with name Live Sport 24.net.
And they on it.
Yeah, on Google. It bring all type of league, all bush league.
Just spin it in the comment section and say people can get it too.
Yeah, please. Tycoon Ravel 17 games, 8 goals in all competition. Do your homework. Tycoon, me I do my homework, but me not know me have to have reference for the homework. Alright, me tell you how homework do. You have to can go to your book to do the homework from the book. You have to can find a link from the site that go. Wait there. It's not readily available at that me I try say. It's not readily available. Here we go again. I try run through the comments them so we can done and move on. You see me? Jamaican midfield can't get any worse if Ravel in it. Well, it's a good point as well. You see me? But King, the league is still low, so it can be okay for some players and low league for some. Well, I guess that's true. Our team need more midfielders than number 9s. That are also true, but today we have the midfield at the section, you know. But today about the number 9s. I think he will bring that youngster Mothersille, and Mothersille are actually next name we're gonna move on to because everybody have them step on Trivante, right? But I have not more for step on the white man because Trivante turn a white man, you know. But Mothersille is actually the next name we're gonna move on to. And the truth is we have been talking about Mothersille for a lot. Mothersille get a lot of PR from the other day. So moving on to Mothersille. For me, I like Mothersille a lot in terms of his age profile, in terms of his body of work. Nicole, I start with you. What you say about Mothersille real quick? Because we don't have to talk a lot of things about Mothersille because I think a lot of things has already been said. But moving on to Malik Matzil, and then we can rank him about with the players them we call already. What's about you?
Yeah, so Mothersille, you know, one thing differently separate him from a lot of, you know, our young players and very, the core experienced players in his intelligence of the game, and how know when to drop deep and know when to run the channels, being playing consistently as a 10, which I don't think he's like Odegaard or a Ozzy like a natural fit there. I think they just put him there because the intelligence of the game, and for a coach, to put him there, someone that naturally like a number 9 can play anywhere in the front three, it says something about the player. You understand? But naturally gifted, a player that want to prove a lot of doubters wrong, that people, doubt him in England, and what he have said on podcasts, so he's going to work his socks off and he's going to do everything to get at that level. Remember the clip that I played the other day on the channel that he want to win the Ballon d'Or. That's what he want to win in the next. He said not win, but next 5 years he will be in the talking of who to win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, definitely. Dougie, Jordan, Issa Allen, anybody else for Mothersille before we take a look at him stats and keep it moving?
Well, for me, you don't know my taking on Mothersille already, It's a sure, it's a yes for me.
Yes. Issa Allen, you know about the baller, Dougie?
Yeah, Mothersille, as me as a Chelsea supporter, so I've been knowing him, from him come at Chelsea, 2020, he come Chelsea. But he wasn't really getting his opportunities there. Shine a lot in the U20s league, your under 21 league. But he wanted more opportunities, so that's why he left and didn't re-sign with the club. So, I mean, I like his attitude. If you're not getting, enough playing time, and you see yourself as, a kid who has a very high ceiling and good potential, then you make that move. So I like that about him, that, his mindset is, he knows what his value is and what he wants to get out of his career. So he made that move, and I think that move is paying off well for him. 59 appearances now and about 14 goals for Peterborough. So, I mean, I think that's very good.
Yeah, definitely. Because taking a look at him stats, he said this season he has 21 GA, 21 GA in 44 appearances. That's pretty excellent. And for me, what stands out the most is that, as you guys say, the way he speaks about Jamaica and wanting to play for the country at the age of 21, that stand out the most to me. And that is the age profile we want to see. More of these players willing to commit to come and play for Jamaica. And that is one player we're really impressed with. And in body of work, its statistics speak for itself. So Malik Matzil, I would say, based on the body of work we put in so far, now the question is going to be, Mothersille, who would I bring in? 2 strikers. But the thing is, as it relates to him, Jamaican passport and where he's at, I think a lot of us would say give him a look in for the Unity Cup and then take it from there. But would you have Mothersille over Chivante, over Bowser, or are we looking at it currently?
Mothersille more look like a winger. You get what I say? So even if you bring in Mothersille, you still have to either have them 2 man in the thing, because as I said, them man they are more centre forward in terms of Bowser and Trivante. You get me? Mothersille look like a more a winger or a man that can run from midfield. Is it so?
Based on what? Based on him built, based on him play, based on what?
Mali?
Yeah.
No, you say if you put in Mali, can take out somebody. But
but you say him look more like a winger. Based on what? Based on him build, based on him style of play, based on
style of play, man. Style of play.
Okay.
Him don't give off a centre forward. Doesn't mean I say Trivante them are more centre forward and Bowser them are more centre forward. Is
okay.
It? Mm-hmm.
So we'll share that sentiment there.
I mean, I don't look at him like a winger still. I just think he's a player that, has a good engine in the forward line. So, different coaches use, players' attributes differently. But I still see him as a striker. I mean, you have different profile of of strikers. And this is just personally me. I just think the style of football I think we should play, the center forward type of play. This is personally me. I just think we should move away from those profile of players. That's just personally me. I think we need players who need to be, going behind the lines, getting behind, the last line, be able to move diagonally, behind lines and all of them stuff. The profile of strikers that we have now, I figure it's not going to help the team. That's just me. That's why I like Wana Brown, because he's kind of the profile type of striker that I like. A player that can, drift wide, stay inside if he needs to, get behind the lines, if you're playing balls through the channels, down the line, that sort of thing. So I like that type of profile of striker, which I think Mothersille, kind of fits that bill.
Yeah, definitely. One of the other factors you have to look at as well. And wait, who that? Jordan, got you.
Yeah, me I say facts to what Issa Alina say. I kind of not like the striker. Them will just stand up when I have no help and come back, hold up the ball and them something. So facts. Mothersille is like more like a Suarez type of player, Hurricane. Them type of striker they will come back, help with attack and through the lines and everything. So yeah, he would more fit the profile for me.
Yeah. But Trivante have US visa. That's a good question. Jamaican Englishman is saying, and one of the things we have to look at is that a lot of the JPL players them will think could have fit the bill. We have to wonder who have visa and who don't, because sometimes we take it for granted. These players with Jamaican passport, we have to remember say having just a Jamaican passport means you need a visa for go certain places. And we know say people are say, yeah, but I JFF for work and that and all of that, but it's not necessarily a given for every player where can play for Jamaica have a visa. It's so that way, but that is just a truth. Isn't it? That is just a truth and the reality of the situation. So we might think so some players will get called up, but do we know if them really even have a visa? Because most of the tournaments them are come up, I got play in the US and Canada, and you need visas to go them places. And sad to say, look at this. I am so special saying that. Remember, Kaim losing passport to a day. Hope him reapply for a visa. So Kaim probably need to get back and hopefully him do it already. You see me? Trivante a visa. These are some important questions being asked as well. So we take them things for granted, but who knows? Well, saying that they need to have a good look at Daniel Green from Mount Pleasant. No, Daniel Green square racket from a free kick.
How we said that about Daniel Green? God almighty.
No, it's a good goal with a free kick. I see the free kick recently, but Daniel Green also played well in the Trinidad games as well, to be honest. So he was one of the men them where actually look like a standout player in the Trinidad games them as well. Never look bad, isn't it? Euros king, not euros. Euros king, not euros. The currency is euros, not pound. Okay. Yeah, euros.
I want to go back to the Trinidad game, but I never liked Daniel Green in the Trinidad game.
You never liked Daniel Green in the Trinidad game?
The standout to me was the wing backs in that game. The wing backs and wing backs.
Them already did well in that game as well.
And them already come off the bench in the two games them. Just them people let me say actually literally make a claim in them two games. The wing backs them, which is what? One name, Adrian Reed.
Ainsworth.
One name, Ainsworth, Christopher Ainsworth. Demario Phillips. Man, talk about standout. The other players are just on par. To me.
No man, I think Daniel Green did have a good game.
Darling, we watch a game on TV?
Yeah.
I true that man. Remember said JFF them never saw out the blur man because they not the stadium. But then
Daniel Green play good.
No, yeah, I'm actually in the stadium. I watch him with my two eye them and yeah, may I say the player stand out.
Yeah.
My only issue with Green is that as a 10, I think him do less work off the ball of trying to get into the space. For Mount Pleasant, I think in performances at times a little bit too cocky at like he just want the ball to come at him.
But even now, Ricardo, in the JPL, the outstanding number 10s are nobody now call Daniel Green. Nobody not calling Daniel Green. They might talk about Ellis
He's a good player.
and the other youth. He's a good player, but may I say, even in the JPL, nobody's calling his name right now as the number 10. We want a number 10 in a Jamaica team, and I don't know Green name them a call. So that alone should tell you.
Maggie them a go call.
No man, Maggie name not call, man. As the youth, the Tivoli youth, what name, Ellis?
No, Fuller.
Fuller is
Fuller
more of a winger than a number 10, but
only him and me them talk about the youth from racing. What the youth from racing name?
Ellis. No man, them not go.
All right, that them name them here call out a JPL as number 10.
No, listen.
Me not hear them a call Green name.
Listen, no. You talk about number 10 and I put in a Jamaica side. First thing, Maggie are the only person at Premier League I go get called if a number 10 you look.
No, I'm just saying, even so, Dougie. But just to say, outside of Maggie, I don't hear nobody calling for Green. Out of the JPL as a number 10, I don't hear them calling his name. The youth from racing name call more.
Hold on. Is Daniel Green really a number 10?
Yeah, I think him play more off the left.
On the left, off the left. Right. And if he's a winger, me would never select him as a winger.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. Daniel Green is not necessarily a 10.
Yeah, so that's why you're not.
And then the productivity I got drop if you even put him at a 10. So
why tap
if you go call Daniel Green, I'm more upon the wing than I go put him.
Yeah, I'm also winning player. Yeah.
I'm also wing Daniel Green player.
But we are judging him for him a play now.
No, but him a play good. We're not dispute that. Him a play good.
We're not say that. But for me, still, it's as a 10 now in the game, you can't be too lazy with
if you come to ball. Jamaica team, a one number 10 him a go look on a Tyree Maggie, Pam bias, and that's my opinion, which is okay because as I said, Maggie them a good baller. But if you talk about the level where Jamaica requires a 10 in the Premier League, we don't really have much of that.
Yeah.
See a Mount Pleasant man in the comment section say Green is playing as a 10.
Yeah, he's playing as a 10, but we know he's a traditional winger. But what I'm just saying, the productivity of not having football, I think he needs to do more of because as a 10 playing in CONCACAF, you have to do a lot of. We watch the Panama team, we watch the Costa Rican team. We see the number 10s and the 8s. They do a lot of work.
You're right.
You have to match that.
So if somebody said to me, say, them are
the number 10 are basically attacking midfield. Number 10 are basically midfield, so you have to work hard.
Right.
As well as use the ball properly.
Say, them are Phillips.
I can't argue on that. I can't knock him on that. Yeah, I can't knock him on that.
A big call that because
that's a big call.
Demario can play the 10 him can play the D mid if you want him play D mid. If you want ball position in midfield, Demario
can play right through the midfield, I think.
Right. Anyway in the mid pitch, Demario can get, and one thing Demario not stop run.
Was him a visa? That's a question everybody asking who a visa and who don't. That's the next question important.
That's a JFF problem. I know our problem that. JFF, that's an our problem. I know our problem that King. You understand? I know our problem that. But I just think with Phillips now, Phillips want to play alongside a player like just saying this, Micah Carrick, someone that will settle him, help him get comfortable in the game. Because he's a little rush ahead, He can, he like the moments. You understand? So he can rush the games, make mistake. He's a very good player in terms of high tempo, getting the press, closing down. You understand? And he's very good at spreading the football, and his vision of, picking a 40 yards pass, it's there. But it's not where you will say where the high level quality players are, like, Carrasquilla and them players, but he can grow into something. But he must have to play with somebody in that midfield who will complement his game.
Definitely. Jordan, I like this. You see that talk here? You see that talk here where you make Issa work in progress, working and making progress. Big talk. That is me know that. Big talk. I read a Mothersille. kind of skip out a lot of the comments and come on, keep it moving. Because honestly, we now go on. I think more though. I look for some more forward, but I tell you, the show long enough, so I probably do. Once a 5 minutes, once a 5 minutes and I wrap up the show. You see me? You know who object to that, but more as a 5 minutes and wrap up the show. Detonation say he's a striker that are Mothersille. So a big up to everyone in the comment section.
Different type of striker.
Who?
Yeah, it's a different type of striker.
He's a striker, was a different type of striker, and that's why everybody has said.
You know, I'm agree with Mr. Allen. We need to go past them striker or have now and try and use the other type of striker them.
Yeah. See, legend Danny Dread say Green is a winger. He only wear the number 10. Oh, now I mix up number 10 for number 10. And that's another. Green is a
no,
winger.
man, the people are watching day and day out can tell you.
But this I say Green is playing as a 10. So yeah, me think Green, I see more Green as a, but Jerry Spencer say he's wearing the number 9. So Danny Jed, the wrong one, the Danny Jed, Danny Jed admits him wrong. So the number 9 him out here. So I guess he can play the 10. But yeah, we'll just take a look at 2 more forward before we wrap it up. Give me 2 names. I think a lot of people are gonna talk about one of the Campbells them.
Can look up Tyrese Campbell or Keenan Davis. Anyone, I don't know.
Davis for me, bro. Keenan Davis for me every day.
Alright, yeah, that me ask while we wrap up the show. Me ask each individual one forward. Let's go start with Nikada, give me your forward. Quick and fast, me could do this.
My forward that should start?
Recruiting forward.
Oh,
yeah.
Heritage.
We should recruit that we're gonna call them name it, that we're gonna take a look at them. We just have to take a look at it real quick. Give me one forward you think we should take a look at.
The Sheffield United player, Tyrese Campbell.
So that's Tyrese Campbell. Alright, so this is Tyrese Campbell.
He's a modern striker for me.
Okay, so Tyrese Campbell, 25-year-old, Sheffield United. The only thing is that Sheffield is about to make the playoffs, so he'll probably not make the squad for the Unity Cup or get a call up, but very good striker. You can take a look at him body already this season. 33 goals, 33 appearances. I wish I had 33 goals here. 33 appearances, 10 goals, 1 assist. He's a left-footed striker that me like a lot. He's in the service player.
England go with him, man.
So we don't stand a chance. We don't stand a chance if I 33 goal. But yeah, so it looked like he used to play for it. Let's take a look at his transfer. So Stoke on loan to Shrewsbury, and now he left as a free agent from Stoke, got to Sheffield United. So at Sheffield so far, and first season at Sheffield, 33 games, 10 goals, 1 assist. So that's not bad. I would say let's take a look at him. Who else? The next person on the panel. Give me my next name real quick. Take a look. Jordan, you're a baller.
Keenan Davis.
Keenan Davis. John, the man I really have to go take a second guess on Keenan Davis. Because I kind of did I forget about Davis. I'll be honest with you.
Him not upon no great stats now because of injury and thing, but I just feel like him fit the profile. And him done it. He has done it at the championship level where Tyrese Campbell at now. Because if I drop him in any one of them championship team, the top 5, top 6 championship team there, him do it.
Yeah, you hear the man make him case for him forward. You hear that? The man make him case. So Keenan Davis, 27-year-old forward, currently playing at Udinese. Him just back from an injury, but it looked like him get back him starting spot. 28 minutes. Now the game before now, 81 minutes. As well, Jordan I say him forward we my root for. 19 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. The season before 8 games. So it looked like him have an injury problem. 8 games, 1 goal. Season before that, Watford. 7 goals, 2 assists in 34 games, not bad. And the season before that at Nottingham Forest, 5 goals, 2 assists. So him can score a goal. Another left-footed forward. decent body of work, nothing to really say, yeah, him definitely. But I can see, and I guess what Jordan like to say is the eye test. I guess you have to watch him play more than anything and link up play. But Keenan Davis, 27-year-old, left-footed striker, good name that. Who else? Give me a name real quick while we wrap up. Doggy B, give me a name. It can't be one of them from JPL team. I could just take a look at them real quick.
Yo, I don't know who they say you cut out the forward team. I mean the center forward or striker. We can say try with the fast 9.
Who that now? Give me a name.
I don't know. Cause even Raheem Edwards, the field.
Raheem Edwards, alright.
Alright,
we'll look for Raheem Edwards. Good name. You give me a name. So long as you give me a name, we'll look for. Raheem Edwards, you see this is the next thing on me that talk. But what age, Dougie?
I think I'm about 20. I'm at 20 a little bit. Maybe about 23.
Alright, so we need to get Raheem Edwards' age. But so far this season in the league, 13 goals, 36 appearance. Edwards, Dougie know him well. I come forward from Racing United, making his transfer to Mount Pleasant. Edwards is 22. Marlon Nancy say. Edwards' style of play, as I say. Oh, well, if I goal, this is my score of late, you know. Watch out. So this are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So them 6, 7, 8 games, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals. So him hot. You see me, him hot. So Raheem Edwards are Dougie baller. And then we're going to round up with Issa Allen. Give me your baller now, make we take a look at him and we wrap up the show as it relates to add forwards.
Yeah, then look for my 2 baller, them name when we call already, man.
Who that?
See? I mean, Carl Keenan and Campbell, man, and the 2 man, them take me 2 baller then.
Yeah, we'll
but they're good, man.
Final Thursday.
No, man, they're good.
The man him say them are Phillips are rummed. I don't want to say if you are rummed, them are run. So imagine.
I'm going to read the comments them while I go and find one. It's the Allen. Because you have to find a forward. You know. Only one Ravel. If he's not fit, if he's not in the team, it's going to be harder to qualify. Danny Jared Greenwood is the number 9 and he's playing as a number 10 presently. Okay, man, nice to big up yourself. Jano, Demaria too wild, man. Demaria have the man never stop run. I tell you. Sorry. Conrad Smith said he's the engine. Ravel, no heritage English-born player who names a call have no passport should not play for Jamaica ball Pree. Well, the thing is, the Unity Cup should be a very interesting cup where we'll see that any heritage player where ready for commit should get a look in. And again, I don't know if the players them can play without passport. Remember, again, it's friendly. So I don't know. Certain friendlies they can play without passport. So I'm not rule them out. I'll take a look at them. If them show the interest, if we reach out to them and them say they want forward, 100% for me, the door open. Well say, used to rate Demaria high energy, but just need to stay composed. He would be the leading midfielder in Jamaica now if he could stay calm. Fox. Marlon Nelson said Campbell is playing his first season as a striker. Campbell that Tyrese. So that means that Tyrese wasn't a striker? Interesting.
That's what I'm saying. He's a modern type of striker.
Okay, so he was a winger?
Yeah. Play across the line.
Okay. Nelson Edwards is 22. Come on, the legend. Come on, I can't see it from what you need to check in, bro. Is in big up yourself. Keenan Davis numbers not better than Bowser. Y'all just frightened for any overseas player from England. Is that true? BM have a good point in that. BM. Defend a player, no man, Jordan, man. Defend a player, because the man I say just because the man fought from England, that's why I give him. But is he numbers not better than Keenan Davis?
No. Both have a very more impressive record. You know, that's why Jordan say it's all about eye test at this moment. But again, injury problem.
Yeah. Well, Jordan defend yourself, no man. Jordan make Nicola defend. Once you ball and after than Bowser in terms of numbers, right?
Well, BM have him point, you know, him a make cross him point, but we can guarantee say if Keenan Davis they play anyway where Bowser play me have more number than Bowser by far. So
Here,
can't
that
compare
BM,
because where Bowser play to where Keenan Davis play, Bowser play Lily.
the man have believe in a Keenan Davis in a day, I can't tell the man no. Just because I know that you watch the JPL games, don't you think that Daniel Green can make this Jamaica team? He's a player I'm impressed with, to be honest. Just a check in, big up yourself. And we really are wasting time. JFF needs to get Juventus center off. That the Juventus
Kelly.
center off. Lloyd Kelly, yeah, that's a good
Lloyd
get
Kelly.
if you can get that. Listen, Ravel's a ball handler, working a lot. Big up yourself. True, his stats sound weak. Him stats sound weak, man, but a Jordan baller, so we have to take a look at him. But people, there you have it. Anybody who can go on the last point, them Nicardo, as usual, coming through. Nicardo can get a last point. We'll wrap up now.
No,
And
you
the
know, bless up, bro.
strikers,
Bless up. No, not much to say with the players. You know, just want to, big up the fans. Continue to support. The stream, whatever. Channel as it is. Big up to the panel. Big up to Issa, and Doug, everybody. Dan. The commentary boss. Big up to Peso. The man them have it in the comment section. But kudos to the fans, man. Always come out in numbers. No matter if we got 3 a.m. them still sit down, even if them jump asleep the TV and watch me. You understand?
bro.
So big up to the fans, them are the number one supporter for all of this. Yeah, every man have YouTube channel out there. And the same people them are bounce from channel to channel. You understand?
We love the
So
community.
big up,
man.
big up,
community.
yeah, big up the fans, them like big up the fans, them. Really appreciate them, bro.
Definitely. Jordan, what say you? Yeah, big up Keenan Davis again. Got you.
May I big up Uno, bro. It's always a pleasure to be amongst some very amazing guys, Yeah, every
Guys,
time I see them,
Jordan, what you guys think? Yeah, it was different.
never say gays, never say guys. So yeah. So yeah, man, you don't know. You don't know. I big up all the man named Nika, the Doggy, Issa, One Dan. It's always a pleasure for hear from the Monday, man. The Monday just take care, and everything, yeah.
Yeah, man, big up. Dan never get invite. Dan to send back the something. Send it back from Dan.
Amount of time you sit down and say, send the link.
Send it on his phone, so I don't know what go on because him the day in the background, but it's as a mic not connected to something. But don't give me your last.
Yeah, man, I have to wear my Jamaica jersey, my Arsenal, you see me? But
Arsenal, one love to the one give a thought on that. Yo, next.
Yo, that's our next day, Zine. Yo, big up, you see it. Yeah, man, love the discussion and them little way there, see. But I watch it and say, but I have to jump on, you see.
Straight,
I have one more thing to say before I leave. Michael Ellis are the biggest midfielder in the Jamaica Premier League. Have a good night.
Straight.
Busy Atkinson. Busy Atkinson.
These are my boy still. KC, you don't know, but
Yeah.
productivity, is it? Numbers, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's an interesting few months coming up in Vars, so we just want the ball of them remain injury free. I think we're gonna have a good squad for the Gold Cup and the World Cup qualifiers. Hopefully everything go right with people who's supposed to come in. So I just can't wait. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take in some of the games then. So people just get excited. The football is going to be booming. I'm telling you, in the next month or two. So I'm just watch out.
Money. It's me save money for September, October, November for travel. We can't watch a World Cup right now. A World Cup qualifier, done no bank account.
Don't worry about it. We're there, man. So we're there in the diaspora. So we are going to have some games and things. So we link up somewhere, somehow. You see me?
Yeah,
Big up everybody on the stream. Big up the Media House. Big up Pree TV, Dougie, Next General. Big up yourself. Travis Pessoa. Big up yourself. Yeah.
Real.
Guys work by ship.
Yo. People guys work by ship. Legend, legend. Big up to everybody in that comment section. Big up to every everybody will comment. Big up to everybody who watch as well. People who like up the stream and when we're out. Big up to everybody who pass through and give you a strength, people. I like for the last couple of nights, them we are all a vibe. We not know as well. Me and Nick are the reason, but we don't know who find things to talk about, you know. But we find things to talk about.
The fans them is a part of it, you know, brother. Them is a massive part of it.
Massive.
You know what I mean? The fans them not just watch. The fans them not just watch. Them watch the game and them can comment upon the game. Them can educate us upon the game too as well. You understand? You know, big up
learning a lot.
Yeah, them
we've
teach me a
lot since we're there. A lot. I even right now, I learn a lot because somebody messaged me right now and give me some education. So, people, this is a joy and you don't know. This is what we do. This is what we do behind the scenes. You see me and Nick are there that link up and we just go on talk about football. We talk about football every day. So, we just open it up so everybody can have a say to, and we love for the love people, love for everybody who pass through, love for everybody in the comment section, love for everybody who subscribe. I want to subscribe, I want to wait, pan. You see me? People who have to get excited as it's Alan said. It's a big summer coming up, a big year of football coming up. So you don't know, people love for the love and we'll just continue doing what we do. And people, you don't know. Until next time, it's your boy King. Big up to everybody who pass through. You see me, people, guidance and protection out there. Peace. Out.